There we go. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. How goes everybody's day today? Hope you all are well. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Hope your Monday is very good. This will be a very interesting day for sure. Very good Asmongold day, I guess. Hello, welcome on in, SMM5. Hello, welcome on in. Hey, Tom. Welcome on in. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Oh, Dr. Boshi is here. My favorite. Hello. My biggest fan is here, everybody. He already has number 1 in the chat. Oh, that's so funny. Hey, Devin Souls, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hey, Zombie Penguin, how you doing? Yeah, happy Black History Month, everybody. That's part of the reason why I wanted to do this stream, because it is Black History Month. So I want to educate some folks on actual Black history, unlike what Asmongold has been doing, obviously. This will be very interesting, for sure. Welcome in, Darren. Hello. How you doing? Welcome on in, Pickle Rick. Hello. What are you up to today? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, Funny Jupiter. Hello. Hope you're well. Let's see. Zama Zentha. Hello. Welcome on in. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hello, Critter97. Good to see you. Hello, Max Dragonwolf. Hello. Hope you're well. Hello, hello. My dad listens to Ben Shapiro. Should I be concerned? Yeah, probably. I would say so. Forced excess, for sure. Hello. Welcome in, Mr. Boone. Good to see you. Hello. Let's see who else is here. Is Asmongold a hoarder? Hey, FN. Welcome on in. Probably. I mean, yeah, I think so. Kind of seems like Christian's parents to me, for sure. He's the king pervert. He's also the king of AI slop, unfortunately. Shilling AI is already a bad sign. Birdman himself has an IQ of 141. Yeah, exactly. He's pinned it to the top of his Twitter. The trolls are here. Yeah, I already see plenty of Asmongoons in chat. This will be very funny for sure. Snoop Dogg has a high IQ too. That's true, actually. It is funny. Snoop Dogg does actually have a pretty high IQ. He did score high on his IQ test. That is true. I wonder how Emiru feels about all this, considering she's had interactions with Asmongold before. I think more than likely, business-wise, Emiru is probably going to keep quiet about that stuff, you know? Just because she is closely associated with Asmongold for business-related reasons, I imagine. So I think if she's smart, She probably won't say anything about it, which sucks. Unfortunately, I feel like she should be able to, but you know, there's that. Or maybe she just doesn't want any of that. You know, it definitely depends there. I think. I do think there's a bit of fence sitting going on there, possibly, which isn't great. Welcome in, Sir W. Hello. I wonder if the trolls and gooners remember to feed their pet roaches. Yeah, you guys gotta feed your roaches. Don't forget about that. Then you can learn about African history, too, from my stream. Asmongold should look at his own IQ, since he claimed that puberty doesn't happen at 16. Wait, what? I didn't know he said that. Asmongold thinks that puberty doesn't happen at 16? Okay, then. You have a 125 IQ when I was a kid, and who knows? I might score a lot lower or higher if I retake an IQ test. Please do not believe everything you have heard, guys. Be critical of others spreading propaganda. As an Asmongold and also an AI art defender, yeah, that's what I was just saying. He does defend AI art, unfortunately. Welcome in, Quiet One. Good to see you. Yeah, we've known that puberty starts somewhere around 13. Why does he think puberty starts at 16? It generally is considered, I mean, sometimes it's a bit earlier, depends on the person, but it's usually like between the ages of 12 and 13. Why does he think it starts at 16? Okay. That's interesting. Birds beat bugs. I know this from Pokemon. True. Yeah, Birdman is beating Asmongold, I can tell you that much. But it's not that hard to. And we'll show exactly why today for sure. This is like the easiest win for Birdman ever. Let's see here. Luna, welcome on in. Asmongold is the death of creativity and IQs. Yep. I made the dislike button lose its own meaning. Yeah, that's right. We'll get into that in a second. I'll recap a bit here for everybody once I catch up on chat. I wouldn't call this willfully ignorant. I call it apathetic. Probably that too. Check the comment section of that video. Those commenters are not Homo sapiens. Holy hell. I agree. It's so baffling that Asmongold made a 40-minute longer video based off of Birdman's 10-minute one. Yeah, that's something we're going to talk about today for sure. The cloud chasing is real with this one. I know! It's insane! Christopher, thank you for the $5 super chat. You got a shout out in the past from both Birdman and Xander Hall? Oh shit, I didn't know Xander Hall shouted me out. Well, that's good to hear. Awesome. Xander Hall does good content. And yeah, Birdman is a friend of the channel. Always glad to hear that. Awesome. Yeah, Birdman does some really good stuff for sure. We're going to be talking about that today. And showing exactly why he's correct about African history and why Asmongold pretty clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. Or, well, is willfully ignorant, rather. He doesn't want to actually discuss real African history. As with Mold is so fucking dumb, he shatters the dipshit meter. He's not very bright, I can tell you that much. But I will say, I think in this case, it's like with Nuxtaku, right? I think it's a combination of both willful ignorance and also just being stupid. I think with those two especially, there's a combination of both here. We'll get into that though. Birdman is that guy. He likes the tortures under the grifting critics crowd. I love his takedowns of Critical Drinker, especially him. Especially him. I'm glad he's been going after Drinker a lot for sure, because, yeah. And it's very funny, because, you know, like, someone like EFAP, right, will constantly just, like, do defense for Drinker so he doesn't have to. Because they know if he does his own defense, right, acknowledges people like Birdman, like others calling him out, then the farce is kind of revealed at that point. Birdman talked about this in a video of I think he talked about it in his Supergirl video or something like that. He like compared it to the Wizard of Oz, right? Like the man behind the curtain. Once you kind of pull back that curtain, right? Acknowledge people actually criticizing you, then you kind of lose the illusion, and you can't grift as easily after that. That's also why a lot of grifters that have acknowledged their critics, like say Metatron or Shad Diversity, they've actually lost a lot of their viewership. Because once they did that basically revealed the illusion for people. Exactly. Case in point there. The Birdman is to the point. Yeah, he's very direct about it, and I really appreciate that about him for sure. Basically, yeah, Asmongold's response here was basically, nuh-uh, exactly. We'll get into that for sure. I consider Zan my mentor in leftist politics. He's pretty cool, yeah, for sure. Asmongold is like the evil brother of Charlie, and he's in a universe that is more in like being a supervillain. Prepare to enter the Grifterverse. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting for sure. Asmongold and Hassan Piker are the two biggest Twitch streamers. Twitch is a big yikes. It's funny because we are multi-streaming on Twitch today, but specifically for this stream, because I want to get this out to as many people as possible. I'm not looking at the Twitch chat, by the way, so because I have to figure out how to get the plugin where you can actually get both chats on screen. So if anyone has anything to say, though, feel free to come into the YouTube chat. I'm part French Canadian. Nux Taku is French Canadian. I think for the $10, by the way, Christopher. All French Canadians, American, French, Creole, Cajuns, Haitians that are not immediate family are each other's first to 7th degree cousins. Interesting, Christopher. Actually, I think I can pull it up, can't I? Isn't there a doc for that? Let's see here. There's a doc for Twitch chat, right? Let me try to pull it up. There we go. Cool. Okay, yeah, I can just pull it up over here then. Nice. That's easy. Perfect. So then I can actually see whatever is being said on the Twitch side of things. Hey, welcome into Wargaming, Dad. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything new for you? It's like he wait, what? Asmongold posted a video as soon as I went live. That's hilarious, actually. That's really funny. Or are you talking about Xander Hall? Did he post one right when I went live? That's funny. I didn't know I got a shout out from Xander Hall, though. That's great to hear. Yeah. We need more people speaking out against grifters like this anyway. It's getting really obnoxious. And it's killing real media criticism. You know, that's why I started doing these videos anyway. Because I'm very tired of seeing these kinds of people invade the media criticism space. Okay, let me try to find... Is that it? Okay, cool. Let me make sure I have that correct. Alterly Noah. There we go. Cool. Log in. Oh, I gotta do that again, right? See, I have not streamed on Twitch in such a long time at this point that I probably forgot everything. There we go. 266 is that. There we go. Cool. Nice. Awesome. Let's see if that works there. Yes. Allow. Blah, blah, blah. Good. Awesome. Pull up that, please, once you get a chance. Let me catch up on YouTube chat for now. Scared little man? Yeah, exactly. Make accountability great again. Yeah, that's a much better motto there, I will say. So Nux Taku's basically my cousin. Yeah, Nux Taku is pretty bad. You're over in Twitch chat now? Thank you, Camblot. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have not streamed in there in such a long time. Okay, cool. It's connected. Now I can hopefully see things over there. Awesome. So if anyone says anything, I should be able to see it now. Actually, I guess I can't still. Hang on. What if I do this? If I like Twitch, let's see, Stream Manager, right? If I go to chat or whatever. Oh, there we go. Hey, Lem, welcome on in. Now I can see people. Okay, awesome. Hey, Ace Scorcher. Hey, Sparky. Hey, Rain. It's good to see you. Twitch is toxic, so it can be ignored, lol. No, I don't want to ignore you guys, Rain. It's good to see you again. Hope you've been well, Rain. Awesome. Now I can actually see folks, though. Perfect. What if I move this over, like, can I pop this out maybe or something? That would definitely be nice if so. Oh, well. Whoa, someone hacked the Otter's Twitch? Yeah, I'm back now. Hello. Welcome on in, Divine Sonic. Good to see you. Twitch is kind of a poopy service at times. Yeah. The main reason I'm streaming here and on Twitch is because I want to be able to, make sure folks can actually be educated on a variety of platforms. Hey, Ravello, good to see you. Hey, Dual Master Toro. I'm not taking anyone who uses the smell of a dead rat as an alarm clock seriously. Yeah, for real. Exactly. Welcome in, Tiger Cat. Good to see you. Hope you're well. That's a good zinger right there. I remember him loving Warcraft during Lich King, then gradually got less interested. Interesting. I can see everything. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Roach King. That's who we're talking about today. It's gonna be very interesting for sure. I thought you were only streaming on Twitch since YouTube isn't showing that you are live despite refreshing, opening a new tab. No, I'm trying out multi-streaming today. If this goes well, I'm happy to keep doing it for sure. Because I want to get this out to as many people as possible for sure. Nuxtaku used to just be an anime meme. Then he learned the power of shock value and cringe. Unfortunately so. Unfortunately. Okay, now I can see both. There we go. Cool. If I pop it out like that, then yeah, that's good. That's good. You got first too? Congrats. Congrats, Sparky. Now stream on Daily Motion. I am not streaming on Daily Motion. No way. Christopher, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Sellsword Arts and other weapons streamers like Crispy Tavern, yep, and D&D Horror Stories have also gone against Shad and other grifters. Yeah, Crispy does some really good stuff. I like Crispy's Tavern. They did do a really good video recently debunking Shad, or just going over him in general. That was a pretty good video. Shad is interesting because he's another one, like, kind of like Metatron, right? Where he very intentionally lies about history. And that for me, that pisses me off a lot. Because I am someone who cares a lot about history, and I'm a real historian. And I really don't like when people lie about history. And, you know, like today, we're going to be looking at Asmongold doing that. And also, in more recent memory, I did a video discussing how Nux lied about African history. And we're actually going to be cross-referencing this today. It's going to be very interesting for sure. Hey, Stefan, welcome on in. How you doing? How about you go past ad hominem and get on with it? Oh, it looks like we got an Asmongoon here. He's already ready to defend his precious Roach King. Well, I guess let's get on with it then. We gotta rush into this, right? We gotta rush into the debunking Asmongold on African history. So, for those who may not know, a friend of the channel, the Birdman, who I'm gonna show here, gonna show his channel. Y'all should be subscribed to the Birdman. I'm sure you are. He's a very good dude. Does a lot of other videos as well, debunking grifters, much like myself. Recently, he did a video debunking Asmongold in less than 10 minutes here about IQ, specifically the IQ of Somalians. So, Asmongold did a video. You've probably already seen this video, by the way. So if you're watching my channel and in this stream, you've probably already seen this. So we're not going to be looking at this specifically. Well, we're going to be looking at Asmongold's response to it, because I find it very interesting and also very telling what he does there. So I will, however, show the initial tweet
than the people of
that
today.
started this. Wow. Also, I just want to show this. This video has 16k likes. I'm doing my part. My like is there. But Asmongold's roaches have already come in, and they've given this 16,000 dislikes. Man, that shows exactly the kind of mentality that Asmongold and his goons have. Like, if they get even, like, the smallest amount of criticism, they just go in and they just dislike bomb anything criticizing their precious Roach King. It is so pathetic. It's like, man, you guys cannot take the slightest amount of criticism without having that stupid mob mentality. That is incredibly dumb. That is incredibly pathetic. Very thin-skinned behavior there. Very small dick behavior. Let's see. So Asmongold initially was in regard to Somalia. He said he called them low IQ. He's replying to somebody else here. He says he called them low IQ because the average IQ in Somalia is 68. Borderline R word. It's not racist, it's a fact. Another pathetic attempt to obscure reality to push a narrative. Okay. So, there's a lot wrong with that, obviously. First of all, that is racist, yes. And funny enough, Asmongold is not the first person, at least this year, the first anti-woke grifter to push this. This is something that I talked about here in my video. I'm going to show a clip from this. I showed this in my video debunking Nux, right? When he's talking about African IQs here and also trying to lie about the history of Africa and the history of colonization in Africa specifically. So Nux actually started this lie this year in his video. I'll play a clip here and show you exactly what I mean.
You probably couldn't hear because I was coughing, but I actually was talking about how our nation is better than their nation because our culture is better than their culture. I just wanted to explain that in case you couldn't understand through the cough.
Answer that many people turn to is colonialism. Europe wrecked the continent, leaving economic systems so bad that the rise of...
Bro, I'm so tired of this, like, actually colonialism is the problem of all the things. All the things that are bad happen because colonialism is a thing. Alright, baby, alright.
I love he has to pull up Grok here. I talk about it in this video, too. But I love that he can't even bother to do his own research and look at, actual material. So he has to pull up Grok and ask Grok what the average IQ across Africa is. So let's see here.
Estimates of average IQ across Africa vary significantly due to methodological debates, blah, blah, blah. All right. So estimate around 68 to 70%. 68 to 70, average IQ. You're telling me colonialism dropped their average IQ by 30 points? Percent. Yeah, I said percent is a mistake because they're 70% normal people.
Wow, alright, Nux really isn't trying to hide the racism here at all.
He's not.
Calling Africans 70% of normal people. Jesus Christ, he's just as on the nose as Synthetic Man of all people. But
Synthetic
also,
Man's
I love
pretty
how
bad
he
too.
But yeah, I also go into that here for sure. It's very funny.
Felt
So confident bringing up Grok of all things to figure out what the average IQ in Africa is when, funny enough, he can't even spell Africa right. This man
He
literally
spelled it with a K.
That's still funny to me. That is still hilarious. This man was going on about the IQ of Africans, and he can't even spell Africa right. He spells it with a fucking K. Spells Africa with a K, not even a C. Hey, Nux, maybe instead of investigating Africans' IQs, you should be investigating your own. Given the fact you couldn't even spell a 6-letter word right. The irony is genuinely hilarious here. Rip to any of Nux's literacy skills whatsoever.
Bro, you're not gonna explain colonialism, all right? Maybe colonialism is the reason why they're not actually building modern empires and beautiful societies and civilizations.
And that is true, though. The thing, I do want to show that clip first before we get into Asmongold's video, because I'm just showing you this mentality is not new. But, like, the thing is, colonialism is the reason for that. The reason why Africa, like this video he was reacting to here, was discussing why, giving money to Africa doesn't actually help it. So, the reason why that is because historically, white settlers have occupied various countries in Africa, right? So they would intentionally keep the African people under their thumb by keeping them uneducated, making sure they couldn't get reading material, making sure they would do everything they could to keep them susceptible to being manipulated, basically, keeping them under their thumb, making sure they couldn't, at any moment, possibly have a reason to think for themselves or, think they could do anything else except for serve the white settlers. And when the white settlers left, a lot of them actually put African warlords in their place. So because of that, the cycle continues to this day. When a lot of shipments, of supplies and stuff were sent to Africa in the 1960s, a lot of those were just intercepted by the warlords. And they took all those supplies that were meant for the general African people and just gave it to their armies to bulk them up even more. That's exactly why this cycle has continued to this day. It all started with colonialism. People like Nux and Asmongold can deny as much as they want, but that is exactly why. That's just basic history there, man. If you're you were lying to yourself or are just politically biased if you're saying that's not what happened. So now, we're going to go into our favorite Roach King's video here, where he responds to Birdman, debunking him on African IQ. So let's go into that here.
In the grift, debunking Asmongold on IQ in less than 10 minutes. Well, thank God. I didn't want to watch it for that long, so it should be easy.
I find that really ironic because he took a 10-minute video from Birdman and blew it up into 50 minutes. This is a 50-minute video from Asmongold on a 10-minute video from Birdman. Dude, the only one who made it longer here was you. He couldn't even stick with that. That's so funny.
Go.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
In one of the most ironic...
If I'm doing two streams at once, can we call it Mesopotamia? I guess so.
Here we go.
In one of the most ironic social media posts of all time, Asmongold makes the claim, in response to Mehdi Hassan, that the average IQ in Somalia is 68, and that
I was rounding up, actually. It's somewhere around 67.67, but yeah.
This claim isn't racist.
Where did Asmongold get that from? First of all, is what I'm wondering. He doesn't cite a source here at all. He just says, he just makes a blanket statement, right? And he's like, the average IQ in Somalia is 68, or as he said, 67.7. But where's your source for that, Asmongold? He just said that, and he expects his chat to believe him, which, to be fair, they are dumb enough to believe that kind of thing, knowing the kind of crowd he attracts. But I just love that he can just say anything he wants. He doesn't have to provide a source, and they'll believe it.
But a fact. What makes this post
Yes.
ironic is the very last bit where Zach claims Hassan's tweet is an
It's a
attempt
6-7
to
joke.
push a
Yeah,
narrative.
I saw his entire chat. It's just putting 6-7 there. Yeah, typical.
It absolutely is trying to push a narrative. It's trying to push the false narrative that every culture and every group of people has an identical IQ. This is not true. Everybody knows this isn't true. You take 3 seconds and you look at the world and you know it isn't true.
Well, not only is this Asmongold's attempt to push a narrative, but
Yes.
the claim itself
that I love it. He's like, oh yes, that I'm gonna be really sarcastic here and act like I'm not pushing a narrative. You are pushing a narrative. You're trying to act like all the African people, right, or all the people in Somalia are like a 68 IQ, and you are trying to intentionally dehumanize them. This is exactly your MO here.
African people have low IQs is also an attempt to push a
Projection,
narrative.
exactly.
Yeah.
That number typically traces back to the work.
There's also a lot of other components to why people have low IQ, and it's not necessarily race. I'm sure that race is a component, but I would say it's probably like a 4th or 5th level component. So the big reason is you've got the big 3, right? 2 of them are like kind of harder to say, and the last one is like a little bit hard. It's a little bit more obvious.
I love how you can't even name those at all. He's like, oh, 2 of them are hard to say, and the last one is kind of not that obvious. Why don't you just say what they are? If you really think that, why don't you get really specific and say exactly what you think those factors are? You're trying to act like it's not their race at all, but you haven't really named any other factors that you seem to think it actually is. Kind of interesting.
Is number 1. Do you think that inbreeding
rewind
is
that.
a little bit more obvious? Inbreeding is number 1. Do you think that inbreeding is going to lower people's IQ or not? Do you think that a society full of people that are inbreeding are going to have low IQs?
So there we go.
Fuck up people's brains?
There we go. Already. He acts like the entire country of Somalia is full of people that are inbreeding. That is a very intentional generalization of an entire country of people. He is trying to act like everyone there is inbreeding. That's insane. That is an insane take. And he probably knows it is. Or he probably knows he's being willfully ignorant and just overgeneralizing, blowing it up, not giving any nuance at all about history or culture or anything here. But he doesn't care. He wants to dehumanize this entire country of people.
Absolutely, it is. You also have the amount of nutrition. You have food. So if you take people that are inbred, that have no food, you are going to have people that have extremely low IQs. This is just obvious. And the problem is that some
It's
people...
also funny, he's also kind of sidestepping a big reason why a lot of them don't have food, right? We talked about this in the Africa Nux Taku video. A big reason why giving money and supplies to Africa, even in the modern day, doesn't always work, is because of both the colonizers and the warlords. The warlords will go in and intercept a lot of that stuff that is sent to Africa. That's just how it is, unfortunately. And a lot of that started with the white colonizers going in and doing that. And like someone else brought that up in a YouTube chat, but it's also funny, he's intentionally sidestepping that people in Europe inbred too. You know, he's giving a very narrow-minded, very intentionally narrow-minded, very, very politically biased perspective
want to pretend
here.
like this isn't the case, but it's very evident that it is because your brain isn't getting the nutrients that it needs. Now, I think that, again, if you really even assign all of that and you remove all of that, very clearly there probably are some degree of racial differences, but the main factors are inbreeding.
I love if he's trying to act like it's not about race when he already proved all he cares about is that they are a different race than him. That's why he didn't bring up the fact that Europe had inbreeding as well. Pretty interesting.
Eating and nutrition. That's a massive fucking factor. And also, if you look at the way that people from Somalia have integrated into British culture.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this part I remember seeing as well. This is very funny.
If you look at the way that people from Somalia have integrated into British culture, how they've integrated into American culture, how they've come from, let's say, Japan, you will see one common variable every single time. It's that these people are total drains on the society. They are massively problematic. They're scamming. They steal things. They do not integrate. And
holy shit, dude. Oh my god. So there we go. He said the quiet part out loud. He's like, black people going from their country, like he's like saying like immigrating to Japan, England, and the United States of America. He's claiming they will always cause trouble, always steal things, always be a drain on society. Like he's not even trying to hide it. I feel like I barely need to debunk anything here because Asmongold is always so on the nose about this. He is so blatantly racist, and he doesn't actually care at all about talking about the real history of Africa and why that continent is the way it is. He doesn't care about that.
End of the day, they are.
He does want to push a narrative, and Birdman's totally on the money about that. But obviously, Asmongold and his Asmongoons don't want to admit that. Also, I gotta say, I find it really ironic he's talking about nutrition here when this is the dude who drank a glass of water and spit it out because he could not handle the taste of the inside of his own mouth is probably so rancid from eating just fucking KFC and drinking Dr. Pepper every day that he had to spit out a glass of water because it reflected the inside of his own mouth. I find that really ironic. That is a bold take there, dude. Holy shit.
Negative for the societies that they come to. So why would you bring in all of these people that have such a
I know, right?
rate
That was a lot of racism in just 5 seconds, FN. That was pretty
of
bad.
there being a negative outcome? Why would you ever do that? It's stupid. It has, like, if you just take a step back, are you keeping your country safe? Are you keeping your people safe?
Holy shit, dude. This is just fear-mongering. He's like, we gotta keep United States of America safe by making sure there are no black people here. That's literally what you're saying, dude. Holy shit. This is unbelievable.
Allow immigration from a country that has a massive inbreeding. Do you want to know what the percentage of women who are victims?
I mean, look at his chat even. It's not that he's saying the quiet part out loud. To top it off, they're all black, and you can't even spell their right. Jesus Christ.
Of female genital mutilation are in Somalia? 99%. I'm not.
What? What's your source on that, Asmongold? I hate how he just says stuff, and he knows his chat is stupid enough to believe it, which is very dumb. Like, he's not even pulling up a source here at all. He's just saying that. Ugh.
Kidding. If you look up the World Health Organization, and they have a study on this.
Yeah, his whole chat is like, what? Whoa, damn. Holy shit, dude.
9% of women in Somalia are victims of female genital mutilation. I don't want to import that culture into my country. I don't want to take the...
Oh my god, this is terrible. Holy shit. So not only is he overgeneralizing about people in Somalia and Africa in general, he's not only doing that, he's saying, I don't want any of those people here in my country. Holy shit.
Risk.
The racism is off the charts.
Culture into my country.
He just says things based on vibes and what 4chaners tell him. So it sounds about right. This is pretty bad. Jesus Christ. Hey, good to see you, Calandra. Hello. Hey, Rogue. Good to see you, too.
A literal
I need to try to look at Twitch chat more often.
Racist.
What does that have to do with
disgusting, I know, right?
Not? You're calling somebody a word. What does that have to do with this?
Wait, hang on. Let me rewind that part. Let's see here.
This guy, a literal, self-described scientific racist.
What does that have to do with whether it's right or not? You're calling...
What do you mean? He just said specifically there, that guy is a scientific racist, and that guy describes himself as a scientific racist. What do you mean? That is, racism is wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay.
Calling somebody a word.
Yeah, like, that guy also described himself as a scientific racist. If he describes himself as that, that should be a red flag, Asmongold. What are you talking about?
have to do with this?
What do you mean? It has to do with you thinking that, like, all Somalians are 68 IQ. And also you intentionally not talking about the history of colonization in Africa and talking about the history of racism towards African people. You trying to sidestep that entire thing. What are you talking about?
This man was part of a secret eugenics conference where, and I'm not joking, there were people favorably arguing in favor of pedophilia. So
that's obviously bad, but you know what's even worse is probably the fact that pedophilia is normalized over in Somalia.
Wow, okay, so there we go. Funny enough, he's leaving this out, but when a lot of the white colonizers came to Africa, a lot of them actually would take underage wives. And you know what? I talked about this in my Africa video. So unlike Asmongold here, I'm going to show you an exact source for this information. Let me do so if I can find the right thing. Because I remember showing this specifically. I believe it was somewhere over here. It's the one where yeah, this one I think. Yep. Here we go. This thing. So he does, yeah, this is exactly
Really?
where.
Like, we don't need to play this game forever.
Yes, in fact, Nux, that was caused by colonialism. What Nux doesn't really seem to realize here is that there is a very long and very documented history of white colonists intentionally marrying underage girls or taking them for their own when inhabiting Africa. In the early 1900s in Somalia, for instance, which at the time was mostly occupied by Italian colonists, this was a very common practice, with many of the Italian colonists there intentionally taking underage girls for concubines or in arranged marriages. Arranged marriages did exist. Exactly. See what I mean? That's the Somali colony, and that later became Somalia. It's not that hard to debunk at all if you actually know the history. That's exactly where it started. The Italian colonists coming in, marrying underage girls. He doesn't want to admit it that somebody with white skin actually started that. He's trying to act like it was the African people constantly doing that.
You're going to act like that's bad. Why don't you look at what they're doing? Look at
Where did that start, Asmund? Where did that start? Sounds like you don't want to admit it.
Getting married.
yeah, this is the guy Asmongold is quoting. Lynn published a paper in 1982 called IQ in Africa in the pseudoscientific journal The Mankind Quarterly, a white supremacist outlet that is currently...
See, he's trying to poison the well by saying that things are pseudoscientific, saying they're white supremacist, etc.
Poison the well? Dude, he's giving you the real history here. How is that poisoning the well? What? Okay. That's absurd. So, him talking about a guy who already declared himself a scientific racist, and in a lot of ways started that kind of mentality. Again, that's not even Birdman saying that. That's the guy describing himself. And also talking about this, showing you very, like, clear examples of this happening, like, of the origins of the scientific racism movement in general. Like, how is that him poisoning the well? That's him showing you examples of this happening. Holy shit. This is so brain dead.
You're not actually attacking the argument. You're not actually attacking anything that's being said. You're assigning negative variables and negative attributes to it, and then hoping that people, because of those negative variables and attributes that you're assigning to it, will assume that it's wrong because they're not supposed to agree with things that have these attributes.
What the fuck are you talking about? He's giving you an accurate description. Those aren't buzzwords or anything. The dude himself described himself as a scientific racist. Holy shit. This is unbelievable.
That's what he's doing. It's dishonest.
That is not, that's not it. Wow. That is not dishonest. The guy himself described himself as a scientific racist. He's just relaying to you what he, like the guy already said. Holy shit. That is unbelievable. And look, someone in his chat is saying he is buzzwording for crazy people. Oh my god, dude.
By
the only one buzzwording for crazy people here is Asmongold, if I'm being real. This is unbelievable.
Named Human Diversity Foundation.
Because there's diversity between humans. That's correct.
Far-right white nationalist company.
Again, like none of this has anything to do with whether this is a good or an accurate thing at all. This is more, again, and again, I want to take a step back. It's environmental, it's educational. There is also the factor of inbreeding, which is
hang on a minute, dude. First of all, where did the education stuff, like, what stunted that? What stunted education in Africa? Colonists. You don't want to admit that, but that's exactly what they did. They would go in, intentionally suppress those people, keep them under their thumb, so they could extract natural resources from those people, and continue to take advantage of them. And that happened for hundreds and hundreds of years, and then eventually the warlords just took their place, and the cycle continues. He does not want to admit that at all. That's insane.
Massive. All of these things have nothing to do with race. And they're still all factors.
I also did see someone in chat, Emmanuel Kant or whoever in his chat, was telling Asmongold, apparently during this stream, saying, "You've never read a book in your life, bro." At least someone in his chat is honest. Jesus Christ.
All of these things have nothing to do with race. And they're still all factors for IQ. So what's happening is that you just have a person who's throwing a bunch of buzzwords at it to hopefully get people to disagree with what's being said.
No, dude. You, right now, are putting all these attributes on a single race of people. That is the definition of racism. What the fuck, man? This is unbelievable.
You're trying to shut down conversation, and you have to keep in mind, let's go back and talk about
trying to shut down conversation? Birdman's trying to start conversations about that. That's what I try to do with my content too. I want people to be able to learn and grow and understand this kind of stuff. And understand when their, grifters are trying to take advantage of them. Like this guy. Like this slime bag here. Holy shit. This is unbelievable.
Eugenics conference that was banned.
Buzzwords, I know, right?
The reason why these things are banned is
funny enough, he literally admitted he doesn't do research. I can tell. If he knew, like, I honestly, I thought he was being willfully ignorant at first. And I'll be real. I think he still is in a lot of ways. Because if he really wanted to, even if he doesn't do research, he could very easily, look this stuff up and find out for himself. But he doesn't want to because, well, he's also very chat-brained. He constantly will be, looking between the video, looking at his chat, all that. Because Asmongold will only ever, he will just echo back what his chat says to him, basically. His chat is one of the biggest echo chambers ever. Because he will look specifically at what they're saying, kind of read the room, and then just say what he knows they want to hear. It's incredibly stupid.
Research into this topic isn't allowed. You have to keep in mind that the father that invented DNA, or not
no, Birdman's good, dude. Birdman is the good one here, David Joshua. Birdman is actually giving a very accurate analysis of African history. Birdman is correct. Asmongold and his Asmongoons are coming in and trying to deconstruct what Birdman very accurately put out. And they're not doing a very good job of it, because as much as Asmongold seems to want to claim Birdman is one putting out buzzwords here, by just talking about, in a lot of ways, the history of racism, and specifically scientific racism, the only one throwing out buzzwords is Asmongold, basically. This is really dumb.
Discovered DNA.
And I think he knows he has no argument here against him, because Birdman is just speaking about real history. So he just has to do what he always does, echo back his chat's talking points to them, and then send them to mass dislike a video criticizing him, which they already did. It's incredibly stupid.
Was effectively had his entire career destroyed because he said that there's a chance that there could be a racial basis for where IQ is coming from.
Asmongold is definitely
the
deflecting.
reason why there isn't a lot of research or information in this is because there is a wrong answer. And it's basically politicized science that has been effectively co-opted by activists that will not let people have a conversation about this topic at all.
Dude, what are you talking about? The only one doing that is you. You don't want Birdman talking about real history here and the history of scientific racism. You are the one who doesn't want a conversation about this. That's exactly why you're here in your fucking echo chamber, echoing your chat's talking points back to them, and not letting someone else accurately criticize you for having a really insanely stupid take about IQ in Somalia, and also intentionally being disingenuous about the history of Africa in general.
That's the reason what's going on.
Oh my god! That's unbelievable!
It's
journal,
obvious.
Flynn argued that the IQ
Damn,
of
Italy?
sub-Saharan
The
Africa
guy's a critical drinker, generational hater. What is this?
I love how Asmongold be like, oh, well, what is this? Oh, a critical drinker, a generational hater. Oh, coming at me. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Shut the fuck up, dude. Critical drinker is not a real critic, and I've already talked about that before too.
Pull this up.
So wait, oh no, did somebody send him
this.
something? Oh, this is right. This is the clip, yeah, where he's talking about drinkers' IQ and stuff. Hey, welcome on in, KinoFlex. Oh, hey, Tiny Flex is here. What are my thoughts on the BAFTAs incident? I don't know. What happened to the BAFTAs? I haven't seen that, actually. Welcome on in, though. I love how Kino came in at this exact moment, because he knows this is when he's going to show up on stream here. Is this where Asmongold shouted you out here, Kino?
Drinker is a grifter. He's trying to tell the audience what he thinks they want to hear. Hilariously, it works on you, proving that the audience of grifters are very, very low IQ.
Yep.
Others can argue differently. There is no winner here. Besides, you're a low IQ alt-right incel that has a personal vendetta against anything you perceive to be left-wing.
Jesus Christ.
You are not a reliable source. The guy is a low IQ moron that is seeking attention. I mean, his videos are hate videos, not criticism videos.
Of course.
Yeah, that
I've already
explains
talked about that before, too. Like, it's Drinker's Alien Earth review. He could not even review the show, which was so stupid. And he also, like, it's also very funny to me, because if Alien came out today, these guys would 100% call it woke. Because Ripley is not a character that is very sexualized at all. She's a complete badass, and she survives longer than all the other male characters in that film. I would argue Kill Bill as well, because even Kill Bill isn't really that sexualized either. So, like, if those two movies specifically came out today, they would 100% call it woke. It's
exactly
so funny
why
to
you're
me.
a loser who spends his free time making fun of marginalized groups on the internet
Stocks
while being a
reflects.
dipshit low
Nobody
IQ
cares
manlet
about
that is
Kino.
invisible to
Oh,
every
God.
woman walking past you down the street.
Oh, what the
Again,
fuck?
It's all
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that, Blue Baron. That's terrible. That happened at the streamer awards too, though, I saw. There was the, fuck. What was it? There was that one, streamer, I don't know, QT Cinderella or something, and she was intentionally being racist to the two black guys there. Yeah, that was dumb.
about
I
the
hate the streamer
approval of
awards.
women. It has nothing to do with whether
Yeah,
somebody's
Terminator
right or
2
not.
also. That's another good example, Mr. Mir. Because Sarah Connors.
It's about are you getting the consensus approval?
What you got fired for,
Yep.
you low IQ.
There are
piece
no
of
sexy
shit.
alien
One thing
characters
I always
except
feel-
Notice
Middle
how his
species?
arguments are low IQ? Yeah, because IQ
Wait,
matters.
what? That's Ludwig's girlfriend that was being racist towards black people, Zombie? Man, why am I not surprised? I don't like Ludwig either. That guy's like an evil fence sitter. What a loser.
It obviously matters, and anybody that thinks that it doesn't
That's
matter
incredibly
is
funny.
probably low IQ.
From grifters is how they are so opportunistic that they will contradict themselves if it
Yes.
means they can serve up a shallow dunk
Hey, welcome
to
in,
their low
Dignell.
IQ viewership. That
Right.
he knows the point that's being made, but is misrepresenting it to fit the narrative he's trying to push.
Right.
I mean, the alternative is to suggest he's low IQ. And I would never do that. God, I can't take
It's funny that he's... Asmongold is looking at, like, Birdman at the end there, being facetious, because he knows how much, like, people will, like, get on him for how much he says low IQ. Like, he's looking at him being facetious at the end there. And then he just takes it literally. That is so stupid.
more of this low
my
IQ
God.
level. Drinker is
Well,
a
anyway, so this is the person who's making a video of me talking about IQs.
I love how he was like, well, anyway, let's get back to being racist about Africa here.
Huh. It sure seems like he cares a lot about IQ, actually.
I mean, he does have it pinned to the
Right.
top of his Twitter.
And also, keep in mind, none of these were arguments. None of this was an argument at all.
What? What are you talking about? He showed you the exact history of of that guy who started the scientific racism movement. How is that not an argument? Oh my god. See, this is what I mean about being willfully ignorant. Like, I honestly do think Asmongold knows that Birdman has a pretty strong argument against him here. But he has to be willfully ignorant and act like none of this is an argument, Because he knows if he acknowledges any of it in any good faith way, his audience will see through that. It's like the Wizard of Oz thing. We already talked about that, right? The man behind the curtain. If he pulls back that curtain even a little bit and acknowledges any of what's being said here to him, he's kind of fucked, actually, if he does that. And he knows that. That's why he's not doing that. Asmon's stupid. This is terrible. Is it bad I want him to be in a live debate? If Asmongold, if he actually got in a live debate, he would 100% be fucked. This guy would not last 5 minutes in a live debate with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about.
Was around 70. Notice I said
Wait, what?
of sub-Saharan Africa was around. In this journal, Flynn argued that the IQ of sub-Saharan Africa was around 70.
Okay.
Notice I said sub-Saharan Africa. Yes, Lynn's argument.
What do you
was
mean
that
none of that was an argument? I know. He laid it out so clearly too.
All had a similar,
hey, Bo,
very
holy
low
crap!
IQ.
I'm missing stuff in chat. Hey, Squabs, welcome
Okay.
on in. The king has returned. He's shitting all over
the
Asmon.
European countries
Welcome on in as Squabs. Hello, Azulio. Hello, Both. Hello, Chester. Hello, Thinking Sabercat. Hello, hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Hello, hope you're all well. I raided you earlier. Yeah, I have to figure out how to get both Twitch chat and YouTube chat up so I can see them both at the same time. But welcome on in. Good to see you both. Hope you're well.
similar IQs. All
Thank
the
you for the
Asian
rate.
countries have similar IQs. This tracks. Yeah.
Obvious problem with this argument is that Africa
This is an average.
is huge, and there are over 1 billion people with over 1,000 different ethnic groups.
Uh-huh.
Nigeria alone has more than 200 ethnic groups, and that's a single country. Do you think Lynn tested every ethnic group in Nigeria, let alone...
Do you think that one of them is going to have a higher IQ than people
Ask
in China?
Rock! Somebody in his chat is saying Ask Rock. These guys are so obsessed with Grok. They think it's like the new Max Headroom or something.
What are we doing?
What do you mean, what is he doing? He's showing you, he's showing you, like, undeniable proof here, man. This is unbelievable. He's giving you very, like, blatant documented information. I don't even know what to say about that. This is unbelievable. This is what I mean by willful ignorance.
What are we doing?
We all know what Grok would say. Grok would be racist, yeah.
Like, really, it's just so retarded.
At least Max Headroom wasn't racist, right? He was an AI with an attitude, but at least he wasn't racist. I should do a video talking about how Elon Musk wants Grok to be Max Headroom so badly, but it's failing because Max wasn't racist. I should do a video on that.
It's just like you think about this for 3 seconds, and you immediately realize that it's retarded. Oh my god.
Birdman voice is not AI. Yeah, a lot of them think he has an AI voice for some reason. He's just really good at voice acting and voice work.
The rest of the continent? Yeah, me neither.
I wish I had that.
Anyways,
Let's be honest
the
for
important
just a
part is
second.
Other psychologists went back and
Grok is just a
actually
tool
checked
for
Lynn's
Let's look at it.
Witchertz,
propaganda?
Dolan, and von der Maas
That's a lot of
published
ethnic
a
groups.
systematic
Exactly,
review in
Renova.
the journal Intelligence, looking at IQ data from
The
sub-Saharan
lowest an IQ
African
can be
samples.
is
What
80.
they found
Any lower,
was
you
that
need
because
brain,
African
function
countries are
damage.
developing
Hey,
countries,
welcome on in.
they haven't experienced
Sonose. Hello. Hey, no, I recognized you from your Silent Hill F video. It was really great. I'm glad you liked that one. Synthetic Man is another grifter I really don't like, for sure. I would argue he's more on the nose than Asmongold, because Synthetic Man is just straight up a neo-Nazi. Like, he doesn't even try to hide it at all. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hello. I'm glad you liked that video. And that was another history-based video, too, because that one was all about, well, Silent Hill F takes place in the 1960s in Japan, when, like, the civil rights movement was happening, and arranged marriages were slowly being shafted out, which is good. So that game's kind of all about that. Next stream, I do want to look at, well, assuming we're not streaming Resident Evil Requiem by that point, next stream I do want to look at Synthetic Man's recent video on the worst games of 2025 according to him, and how he thinks it was the most forgettable year in gaming, which I find very funny. Welcome in David Rank Plays. Hello. Hope you're well. How goes your day? What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything new for you?
the variables that cause the Flynn effect, such as improvements to nutrition, healthcare, and even
My favorite
toys.
Pokemon is
In other
Ocelot,
words,
obviously.
the
the Dolphin.
environment is the most relevant variable in determining one's IQ score.
So why would you want to bring people from the country that have a bad environment to your country?
Oh my god, again, the racism. not only is he overgeneralizing about African people, and also very intentionally not giving a reason why a lot of them aren't provided proper education. Not only that, he's also just like acting like, oh, I don't want these people in my country. I don't want black people in my country. God, this is so stupid.
Why would you want to do that? So like, I don't understand. Because like, so if you're...
What do you mean you don't understand? See, this is like the way he's acting about this. I think he does understand. I think he totally understands. But I think he wants to be willfully ignorant and not actually like accept the information he's being presented.
Develop properly because like
maybe to get them educated, yeah, exactly.
You know, environmentally or whatever else, who creates it? Well, they do. They're killing each other and cutting each other up. They've been doing
a lot of people do not understand Silent Hill.
Obviously that's the reason why. And you can't understand their IQ is so good they have to keep living in mud huts rather than building houses. Exactly what you said. Yeah, of course. So the thing is that it's not relevant to me whether the IQ is arrived at through racial, genetic, or environmental reasons. The only thing that matters is whether the IQ is or isn't. If you bring a bunch of people who are functionally retarded into your country, you're going to have a lot of problems. So why would you ever invite that type of chaos into your country? It doesn't matter where they're coming from. It doesn't matter why it's happening. Why would you ever do that? It's stupid.
Holy shit, dude. The racism is off the charts here. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, I guess let's continue.
Reason, like, aren't like 80% of these people on welfare in America? It's insane. And then also keep in mind that it's not just systematic, right? Or it's not just environmental, because even like, for example, Somali American families inside of America that have been here for 10 years. They have been in America for 10 years. They still have a much dramatically higher rate of being on welfare than, normal, like I would say, like just average, everyday Americans from the general population.
Dude, first of all, I think there's multiple reasons for that, right? Well, maybe racism, in the workplace. Maybe a lot of them aren't getting offered jobs because of the kind of mentality people like you push. First of all, there's that. Secondly, that's also like I don't think he even has any proof for that too. Even if we're just taking what he says, like I don't know. I think like also he's like again overgeneralizing, acting like all Somalian people in America are automatically on welfare. I don't even think that's true, honestly. That's again a giant overgeneralization. And if they are, I think a lot of it could be boiled down to exactly what I said. Racism, preference in the workplace. Exactly that.
That's it.
Average everyday American.
But let's rewind for a second.
It has nothing to do whether it's genetics or not.
Yeah, because of capitalism, exactly.
Something that you all may not be familiar with.
What is it?
The Flynn effect.
Right.
The Flynn effect is the observed rise in IQ
no, he does not.
Over time.
He definitely does not have room to trash talk other people's houses when his room looks like that. No way.
Basically, if you gave an average...
I think this is true. So in general, you are going to have a ceiling and a floor of IQ. Like, for example, if somebody's really, really naturally smart, if they are not well educated and they're not, basically, they don't have good... what do you call it? They don't have good like environment, or like they don't have good nutrition, excuse me. And for whatever reason,
again, I find it so ironic. He's talking about nutrition when he's the dude who lives off of like KFC and Dr. Pepper. This is unbelievable.
They don't have these options. Well, what ends up happening is that,
I wonder why they don't have those options in Africa. I wonder why. Again, I know I keep saying it, but it's true. It's the colonizers. That way of life in Africa has been consistent for so long because of what the colonizers did when they came there. I've already talked about this in that video, and if you want to see it, feel free. It's my Nux Taku Africa video. I already went over that in great detail. But Asmongold, just like Nux, is intentionally being willfully ignorant here, I think. He just does not want to admit it. Or even if he doesn't know that, he doesn't want to actually open his mind and accept that information. Because then he can't keep doing what he does here and grift.
they're not going to be as smart as they could be, but their floor is higher than somebody else's. So it's the same as anything else. There's a variation of it, but that variation doesn't go from 100 to 0. There is a natural limitation that each person has. And if you really think that you can train 2 random people and one of them can just randomly be Einstein just because you educate them in the right way, you're just delusional. You're obviously delusional.
What? Again, this is just you. This. Holy shit. He actually is just being blatantly racist here. He's like, people in Somalia, people of African descent in general, cannot, even if they're put in an environment where they are given proper materials, he's trying to claim they can't actually, obtain a higher IQ. This is ridiculous. He wants to keep selling this narrative on black people. He does not want them to have opportunities at all. This is unbelievable.
Single other element of humanity
Delusional, like you,
is
Asmongold,
measured
I
in
know.
this way. So, for example, there are people who are shorter because they have lower, amounts of food that they're eating. But it's not like people that have an adequate amount of food are always 7 feet tall either. There is a genetic variation, but inside of that genetic variation, there is a ceiling and a floor for each individual person.
What? What are you talking about? A ceiling and a floor. Holy shit. So he's basically what he's saying is African people have a low ceiling and floor for how far their IQ can go, in his opinion. Jesus Christ, dude. He's just putting out the worst possible narrative here, even though it's not even true. And it's just pushing that on black people. This is unbelievable.
Person from 1901, a modern IQ test, they would score dramatically lower than the people of today. Not because they were genetically predisposed to being less intelligent, but because IQ tests measure certain types of...
I know, it has nothing to do with race. This is unbelievable, Bo.
And there's a problem is that a lot of people inside of Western society are terrified of the idea that people are not equal. But they're not. And we all know this. Everybody knows this. If you've gone to a public school, you would know this. There are a lot of people that are just born with less talent points than others.
What? Bruh. Okay.
Stupid. They're dumb. And there's nothing that you're going to be able to do. You're not going to be able to, teach them something. Maybe you can make it a little bit better, but you're never going to teach a lot of these people to be rocket scientists. It's just never going to happen. It's a delusion, but people don't want to talk about that because they're worried that it could be considered or seen as eugenics.
Reasoning.
Because that's what that is. What? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude. That's like the base definition of eugenics. Acting like based on genes, based on race, you have a limited IQ. Yeah, that's what that is.
Recognition and problem solving that modern societies train us in constantly.
You're talented, yeah. Asmongold's only talent is sitting in his chair all day, I guess being racist too.
Societies train us in constantly.
We're going to take a quick voyage over the cognitive history of the 20th century.
Yes.
Because during that century,
people want to believe that anything's possible with the right luck and the right opportunity. Yeah, it's not. There are some people that are just losers, and some people that aren't.
My god, dude. Jesus Christ. It's like, oh, all black people are losers. They're always gonna lose at life. They can't get the kind of education I can. No way. Man, that is a bold take, dude. I would love to see Asmongold's education there. Holy shit.
our minds have altered dramatically. As you all know, the cars that people drove in 1900 have altered because the roads are better and because of technology.
Well, it's because people with high IQs designed them.
And our minds have altered too. We've
Oh my god, dude. He keeps having you bring this up constantly. Jesus Christ, look, and like Birdman showing him this TED Talk even. Everything Birdman has showed in this video has consistently gone against what Asmongold is trying to propagate here. But he just keeps dismissing every single thing he shows him. This is so dumb.
from people who confronted a concrete world and analyzed
like we don't
that
even
world.
I know, like I barely have to say anything this time actually, because Asmongold is he's just shooting himself in the foot here. I know, it's kind of crazy, honestly, Mr. Mir. This is like the easiest debunking I've ever done, I think.
In terms of how much it would benefit them, to people who confront a very complex world. And it's a world where we've had to develop new mental habits, new habits of mind.
Thank you for the $2, John Williams. Has Asmongold ever taken an IQ test? I wonder. I'd be very curious to see Asmongold's IQ test there.
Now this
at least we know Birdman's. I would love to see his, though. Kind of funny we can't see his at all.
Was drawn to my attention through massive IQ gains over time.
And his chat thinks he's right? Yeah, exactly.
Truly massive.
Well,
that is,
again, what he does is he just echoes his chat's talking points back to them. That's constantly what he does. That's Asmongold's entire hat there. That is all he can really do. He has basically no original thought of his own. Everything he gets is from his chat.
We don't just get a few more questions right on IQ tests. We get far more questions right on IQ tests than each succeeding generation back to the time that they were invented.
People are getting smarter, okay? This is an argument against what I said? What does this have to do with what I said?
Dude! It's an argument against what you said because you're like what you just said there, right? You're acting like, oh, there's only a ceiling and a floor, like for people that are of a specific race. Like, people have more information in this day and age, assuming like they're given that. So, as a result, people are able to become smarter in this day and age than they were able to in the past. That's exactly what he's talking about here. That's why it's a point against what you said. Because you're acting like Somalian people can't do that. He's showing you how they can do that. This is ridiculous.
To score the people a century ago against modern norms, they would have an average IQ of 70. If you score us against their norms, we would have an average IQ of 130.
Exactly. This guy is correct because of the advent of the internet, the age of information, all that stuff. It does raise IQs. But Asmongold doesn't want to admit that. This is unbelievable. Or maybe here, he might just actually be dumb enough to not realize how this is a point against him. Maybe that's the case. But that's insane, dude.
Well, this has raised all sorts of questions. Were our immediate ancestors on the verge of mental retardation? Because 70 is normally
this is ridiculous, Deus. I agree. Asmond isn't one of those people getting smarter. No, he is not. Like, he completely, like, case in point right there. This TED Talk and its purpose in Birdman's video went completely over his head. This is so dumb.
Are we on the verge of
Welcome in, TLBG. We're debunking Asmongold here and his terrible take on African history and IQ.
Gifted, because 130 is the cutting line for giftedness.
James Flynn, the political scientist who documented this pattern, showed that IQ scores increased roughly 3 points per decade in many countries throughout the 20th century.
I think there's a lot of reasons why that happens, and one of the reasons is a eugenic reason.
Eugenic reason? No! Dude, it's because people have more information at their fingertips. What? He just has to bring it back to genes again. Jesus Christ.
Have dumb people that are really stupid, the probability is that they're not going to reproduce.
The absolute irony here. The absolute irony. Jesus Christ. So he's like, okay. So, first of all, he's talking about dumb people. And all he's done this entire video has shown that he's dumb, or in a lot of cases, just willfully ignorant too. Doesn't want to listen to what Birdman's pretty clearly laying out here. Secondly, he's trying to act like stupid people don't want to reproduce for some reason. Let me rewind this a little bit. I'm curious to see his full thought here.
And one of the reasons is a eugenic reason. whenever you have dumb people that are really stupid, the probability is that they're not going to reproduce. So the reason why is that those dumb people usually make bad decisions. Those bad decisions get them put in jail, and you can't have a kid whenever you're in jail. So that's what happens is that—
What? Oh my god, dude. Ugh. So he's saying black people won't have kids? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, dude.
dumb people wrong. Well, of course, it's obvious that's true.
This is unbelievable.
Is that a lot of the dumbest people
This is actually dumb, Mr. Mirror. Ironic. Asmongold should be holding up a mirror to himself here. That's basically what he's doing this entire video.
are going
Talking
to get
about
removed
stupid
from the
people.
gene pool, right? What about idiocracy? I love how people are using it. People are
How is
saying,
he wrong? Dr. Boshi, I've very clearly laid out why he is wrong. He does not know what he's talking about here. He thinks that African people are consistently dumb. He's ignored the thing that Birdman just laid out to him there, the TED Talk, talking about increasing of IQ points over the last, 200 years, basically. More like 126 years, though, more so. Talking about that in the 20th and 21st century, which is true. He's also ignored the entire fact that colonizers came into Africa, kept a lot of those people intentionally under their thumb. He has been both willfully ignorant and stupid this entire video so far.
Argument against me is it's a movie.
What I missed? You missed a lot of stupidity from Asmongold, and we're only 18 minutes in.
The argument against what I'm saying is a movie? What do you mean? No,
Anna, hi! Anna, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. I need to hang out with you soon. I forgot you're here in Oregon now. How are you doing, Anna? Hope you're well. You were sitting there acting like you're on a high horse is no better than him? Actually, I'm not. I know I am better than him, Turnbuck, because I actually know history. Sorry, bud. That's exactly what's happening here. I know I'm better than Asmongold here, because I actually know history. I'm not here willfully ignoring the facts of history. That's exactly what Asmongold's doing.
Yes, this is true. You're going to have the lowest, dumbest people that I'm
Take
not
a look
talking
in the mirror.
about. See,
I know.
This is what people don't
Asmongold needs to
understand.
look in the mirror.
You're thinking I'm talking about people with a 90 or an 80 IQ. I'm not. I'm talking about people with a 60 or a 70 IQ. This is a totally different wavelength. And
Dude, holy shit. He's still singling out all African people and acting like they only have a 60 or 70 IQ. This is ridiculous. I know life keeps getting busy for me, but a hangout needs to happen soon for sure. Yeah, definitely, Anna. Hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to hang out for sure.
Those people are probably not reproducing because a lot of those, especially the majority of those people with that low of intelligence, are men. Those men are getting put in jail.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. He's like, all black men are going to jail. They're not reproducing, and they're not starting families. They're not having kids. Oh my fucking god. This is unbelievable. Wow, ask my good friend, Dre, yeah, the Dre show. Eric Dre, I think, he's reacted to some of my videos before. Dude, he's a black man. He has a kid. The fuck are you talking about? Hey, welcome in Zappy. Is this Zappy from, my Discord, out of curiosity? Why do people listen to Asmongold? I know! This is obscene. I cannot believe the amount of stupidity going on here. Oh, you changed your name. Awesome. Well, good to see you, Zappy. How have you been? I don't know why people listen to him either. This is pretty dumb. The argument can be countered by the simple fact that there are black people out of jail who have children. Yep. I know plenty myself, even. This is ridiculous.
That's it.
If you want a palate cleanser, I recommend watching the Cartoon Network show Ayanu. It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh shit, okay. But African mythology. It's a good show, albeit short. But it's got a season 2. I'll have to check that out. Shroom, hello. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. I was promised you wouldn't be back. Well, I am back now. I've started streaming on YouTube. So I've today anyway, I have started officially doing multi-streaming. Go follow Shroom, by the way, everybody. He's awesome. Very cool dude for sure. I actually didn't advertise the Twitch side of this as much because I wasn't sure if I would bork it. So I didn't advertise the Twitch stream as much. But seeing how I didn't bork it, I'll definitely advertise it next time. Damn you, Water! Shakes fist. It's good to see you again, Shroom. Hope you've been well. What have you been up to? I have not been on Twitch in a long time, but I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube currently. You're not used to seeing my face? A lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't. But I'm not well, at least on YouTube, I'm not a VTuber. So, yeah. That's why we're doing it like this. Let's see. What's the title? I want to check it out. Gios mentioned this in YouTube chat. It's, Ianu. IYANU. I need to check that out. I've heard of it, I think, because it's a Cartoon Network show that's pretty recent. I've heard of it. I do need to check that one out. Is this the same guy who was done with politics? This guy? Asmongold? No way, dude. He advertises himself as the biggest political streamer on Twitch. He's definitely not done with politics. No way. It's good to see you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, Shroom. I'm kind of glad the multi-stream has actually done pretty well today. I didn't advertise it for good reason, because I wasn't sure if it would be borked. But seeing how it is actually doing alright, I'll definitely be... probably going forward, I'll put both the Twitch link and the YouTube link in my going live post. It's not dying. I'll add it to the bottom of my watch list. My watch list is pretty big, too. By the way, have I heard any of the news regarding Ben 10? No, what's going on with Ben 10, Mark? Welcome in, Shroom. Go follow Shroom, by the way, everybody. The real Shroom in my YouTube chat. He's awesome. This YouTube business is exciting. Indeed it is. Absolutely. It is odd seeing your face, but you look good. Well, thank you very much, Jax. I appreciate it. Most people just see me as a Tron Otter, of course.
So,
yeah, Ben 10
if
apparently.
IQ were purely genetic and fixed...
It's not purely genetic. There's a lot of factors to it.
Yeah, follow the mushroom.
One factor, but
follow
it's not
Shroom.
the only factor.
That kind of rapid change would be impossible.
Yeah.
Evolution does not move that
Ferret,
fast.
hello. How are you, Ferret? It's good to see you, buddy. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Surprisingly, I'm back on Twitch and streaming here and on YouTube. Hope you doing well. What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything new for you? Wait, you weren't a Tron Otter? Reality broken? I know. I'm sorry, Zappy. I betrayed you. I betrayed you and everybody else. Oh no. Hey, Wi-Fi B, hello. So, have you proven the fact eugenics is good? Because I think it is to an extent. Whoa. Wi-Fi B is here. Our Asmongoon that showed up at the start of a stream. Well, sorry, Wi-Fi B, but eugenics isn't good, unfortunately. And I already talked about why. Asmongold here, our favorite Roach King, drinking Dr. Pepper. Like I said before, wow, I called it. The guy who lives off of KFC and Dr. Pepper is, shilling eugenics. I think that should already be a pretty telling sign there. The kind of people, advocating for eugenics are pretty shitty people. Hey, Fireball the Ferret, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see another Mustelid here in Twitch chat. Hope you're well. Bro is literally allergic to water. Yeah, the one time he did drink water, he spit it out because it swished around in his mouth and it reflected the flavor of the inside of his mouth, which is just, a very nasty, rancid Asmon mouth, basically. Hey, welcome in, Jeff. Hello. Welcome into the Twitch chat. I didn't know you followed me on Twitch, too. Hello. How you doing, Jeff? Hope you're having a good day.
Your great-grandparents were not biologically inferior to you.
Well, the thing is, Wi-Fi B. Oh, no, why? Stopping inbreeding would be improving the gene pool? That's eugenics, right? Well, let me ask you this, since we talked about it before, Wi-Fi B. I think you missed it. What exactly, what do you think the entire country of Somalia is inbreeding right now? Holy shit, Jeff, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it, buddy. You only get one of those a month. You chose to use it on me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you've been well. I like Dr. Pepper, but lay off it, man. Yeah, drink some water at least, Asmongold. Yo. Welcome in, Max Man Gummy Bar. Hello. Your parents didn't improve the gene pool with you. Exactly, Shroom. Ayo, got him. Hey, welcome in, Squeezy. Hello. How you doing, buddy? What are you up to today? Anything fun? I'm back on Twitch. At least for now. I need to start pinging both the Twitch link and the YouTube link in my going live posts going forward.
Lived in a world
here we go. What's this? The study of how to arrange reproduction with the human population to increase the occurrence of irritable characteristics regarded as desirable. Developed, yep, so that's the definition of eugenics. Developed largely by Sir Francis Galton as a method of improving the human race, eugenics was increasingly discredited and unscientific and racially biased throughout the 20th century, especially after the adaptation of its doctrines by the Nazis in order to justify their treatment of the Jews, disabled, and other minority groups. Well, there we go. Oxford for you, Wi-Fi B. About a bit less of 50% of marriages are with first-degree cousins, and that's bad. Well, where's your proof of that, Wi-Fi B? What's your stunning proof there that that's going on with all black people? Because that's exactly what Asmongold is trying to push here, and you seem pretty also willfully ignorant about that. There we go.
Less formal education.
Well, they were shorter too.
I'm doing well. Got into
Stream
Stream Team.
Is that it's
also,
height.
what Stream Team did you get into, Squeezy?
People in general over the years have become taller. And I think the
Raw
reason
Lemons,
why is the same thing. Like, this isn't even an argument against what I was saying. I think everybody knows this.
Less exposure to abstract symbols.
Yes.
Less
You mind
complex
taking care of that there, Camelot, on the Twitch end there? Mind taking care of
and
Wi-Fi
different
B?
cognitive demands.
Sorry,
I don't
Wi-Fi
think that
B.
the reason why
We don't allow
is
the Arsler. Nice try
they
there.
have less complex media, or there's less
Yeah, Wi-Fi B is on Twitch chat. If you want to troll him and educate him, feel free on the Twitch end of things, Darren. I need to send my Twitch link in chat, don't I? Let me do that. Twitch.tv/Otterly Noah. Let's see here. I forgot about that. Yeah, if y'all want to follow me on Twitch, feel free. I'm probably gonna be start multi-streaming anyway. I'm probably gonna be. Yeah, there we go. Let me send that in the YouTube chat. There we go. Follow me on Twitch, everybody. There's your link. If you don't have a Twitch account, make one. Feel free to follow me over there.
I don't think that's even the reason at all. I think that a lot of these people just don't even care about it in the first place. Also, the way that you measured something.
I'm now getting your Amazon Prime money. Well, thank you very much, Jeff. You only get one of those a month, and I'm honored you chose to use it on me. That's good. The man is not. I'm surprised Asmongold's teeth are still in his mouth, honestly. That guy definitely doesn't brush his teeth for sure, David.
Years ago
No
was
way.
totally different foundation than the way that you would do it now. Tall people die sooner. At a certain amount of height, yes.
Which means IQ scores are sensitive to the environment and
Yes.
improve when the environment improves.
Yes.
Access to schooling, nutrition, healthcare,
Pure
the
projection,
complexities of
exactly.
daily life, all of these things are relevant, and none were accounted for in Lin's work. Because of course they weren't. Lin was a self-described scientist.
Exactly. There we go. Self-described scientific racist.
Racist.
Sure.
His goal was to show how inferior black people were. Richard Lin's work on
This
race
is, again, it's not even about race in the first place. This person's arguing with me about something that's different. Now, I do think that if you controlled for every variable, here's the reality, right? Is that if you controlled for every single variable, and every variable was exactly the same, and you took 1 million people that lived in Somalia, and you took 1 million people that lived in China, and you judged their IQ, would they both have the same IQ?
Bruh. I love how he's looking like right at the camera. They're like that. That's such a big own. Holy shit, dude! Wow. I wonder why. Again, a lot of if we're just talking about the country of Somalia, right? First of all, you're overgeneralizing. Secondly, and a lot of African countries in general, to this day, a lot of proper education is not provided, and you know why that is, right? It's because of white colonizers. You don't want to admit that. So that's why you're just distracting from the point. You're like, hey, what if we got a bunch of Chinese people and a bunch of Somalian people, put them together, compare their IQs? What a big own towards Birdman. This is so stupid. Oh my god. You're not a fucking
Everybody
teacher.
knows
No,
the
he's
answer.
not. If you were looking at Asmongold to be your teacher on history, you gotta find someone else, man.
This.
Oh my god.
Everybody knows.
His house probably looks like the baker's house from Resident Evil 7. Hey, yo, probably. Oh, no.
and IQ.
I know,
heavily
like he's like a
influenced
child, Luna. It is elementary school shit. It's so dumb. God.
The Bell Curve, a 1994
Yeah, that is
book
so
by
dumb. I agree,
psychologist
Tim
Richard
Hack.
J. Herrnstein.
Hey,
and
Chaos in the
political
Fire. Welcome on in. How you doing? Hello. Oh, thank you for the biddies, by the way. Jeff, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hello, S Studios. Hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in, Tim Hacks. I'm trying to catch up on. I'm trying my best to keep up on YouTube chat and Twitch chat.
Scientist Charles Murray that argued intelligence is largely shaped by
if he was your teacher, it would make you dumber. Yes, it would. Well, case in point, you know, you already got one person in Twitch chat there, Wi-Fi B, who's an Asmongoon. And all the people in his Twitch chat here, you can see, are just saying the same stuff. You keep switching chats, haha. Well, thank you, Days. I appreciate it. Is there any proof he ignored all factors? Just another BS claim to try and discredit him? I love how Asmongold's chat is like such a big dick. Like this is major dick writing here, first of all. But secondly, it's very clear he doesn't actually, like, his chat is incredibly dumb too. Asmongold is more toxic than a Komodo dragon, a literal carry-on feeder. Thank you for the highlight my message, Studios. I have channel redeems. I had them turned off because I wasn't sure how today would go. I'll turn them on though. I have some fun channel redeems. Let me turn those on here. Hey, welcome in, Gaster28XX. Hello, Hoop jumped on stream. Hello, welcome on in, Gaster. Thanks for joining the Twitch chat as well. Definitely gonna have to figure out how to have both of these pop up on screen next time. Let's see here. I need to pull this up here. Pull up my settings. I think, is it under there? Yeah, that. Then I can pull up channel redeems and all that, right? Enable some of those. I think that's under there. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Okay. Cool. Is that? I make sure I have that right. It's under rewards or something, redeems, whatever. Yeah, there we go. I think it's this. Okay, cool. And I'll enable all those. So I have some fun sounds anyway. And I have the Wolverine TTS that a lot of people like. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Awesome. And all that. Bingo. Okay. That should be good then. There we go. Now back to this stream. Yippee. More nonsense from Asmongoons. Sync the chats with... Oh, I don't think links are allowed, Jeff, unfortunately. It's definitely cleaner now than it was. His room. It's probably still a mess, though, for sure.
Q is a stronger predictor of life outcomes, income, job success, crime, out-of-wedlock births, than the socioeconomic status
we got an Asmongoon. Oh, yeah, there's Asmongoons on YouTube chat and Twitch chat. I figured they would come in today. I was kind of hoping they would, because I love having fun with those guys. They're funny.
Curve has been challenged by geneticists, psychologists, and statisticians for overstating the heritability of IQ across groups and for downplaying environmental variables.
Holy crap. Thank you for the objection. Fuck there, Camelot. Hey, that worked pretty well. Actually, that was good for Asmongold, especially. Putting the objection flunk to him, objecting to his bullshit here. That was pretty good. Thank you, Camelot. Yeah. Let me know if y'all heard that. It's been such a long-ass time since I've been on Twitch. Florida and Texas are also infamously undereducated. Yeah. Again, it's kind of funny. He's only singling out black people here. He's not talking about the other white people that might end up being undereducated too. Because, well, even in general, like, the current American education system is pretty bad, not gonna lie. It's pretty shitty. So there's also that, too. There's a lot of factors that Asmongold pretty clearly doesn't actually want to bring up here. It's very funny.
Categories as biological
objection!
Truth.
Exactly.
Richard Lynn was
Holy
one of the
decibels.
primary
Yeah, that was
scholars
loud. I'll have to turn that down on my end later.
who compiled and popularized cross-national IQ data sets.
Here's what I think also, because this is just like more bullshit.
Oh my god, dude. He cut off Birdman right there when he was making a very valid point against him. This is so stupid. Let me rewind that. Let me show exactly what he did there.
Richard Lynn was one of the primary scholars who compiled...
Dark Zombie will welcome into to the Twitch chat. As Mongolians can get the fuck out. I agree.
And popularized cross-national IQ data sets.
Here's what I think also, because this is just like more bullshit. I think that what you should do...
Bruh. He's like, I'm not gonna listen to you at all. You're just saying bullshit. La la la, I can't hear you. Oh my god, dude. And he cut off Birdman right there. He cut him off when he was talking. Jesus Christ. Zombie Penguin, welcome on in. Hello. Welcome to the Twitch side of things, too. Awesome. We're getting a lot of follows today. Thank you, everybody.
You should do more research into this and figure it out yourself.
We might hit 2,500 actually over on Twitch because of today's stream. Awesome.
Go over there and test these people for IQ. Test people that came over here that don't have these same problems.
If you're trying to be homophobic or gay, that's no good. J Fort one cool.
That's fantastic. Hey, yo. Thank you. Well, I mean, being gay is totally fine. But being homophobic is pretty bad for sure. Thank you, Sonic, for giving some good advice there. Hey, yo. Yeah, on the Twitch side of things, we have some fun TTS redeems. So, like, you can make Sonic say stuff. You can make Wolverine say stuff. You meant racist. I figured, Chester. Yeah. Don't be homophobic or racist, according to Sonic there. Yeah. Sonic has good advice.
And then see what their IQs are. There's a reason why we don't do a lot of research on this. And the reason why people don't do research on this is because they're afraid of the answer. That's the reason why.
Dude, you are the guy who's admitted before you don't do research. You're describing yourself here. You don't do research, and you also want to be willfully ignorant of what Birdman is pretty clearly laying out to you here, because you are afraid of the answer. You're afraid of people with a different skin color than you being smart or possibly smarter than you, which is pretty clearly happening here. Birdman is owning your ass. This is ridiculous. I'm owning your ass too.
And I want to go back to what I said
Gaster?
before is that
I don't know why anyone listens to this guy Zappy. Like, this is genuinely sad. The fact this is the highest viewed political streamer on Twitch is pretty fucking sad. Hey, welcome in Zombie. Hello. Zombie X3. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back on Twitch. I'm going to be multi-streaming here and on YouTube for the foreseeable future. Now that I figured out how to do that. Well, I guess that, semantically speaking, avoiding inbreeding would be eugenics. It is arranging reproduction in order to avoid characteristics that are considered undesirable, but that is just arguing semantics, exactly. Welcome in, Zombie. Yeah, how are you doing, Zombie? I have not been on Twitch in a long-ass time, I gotta say. So it's good to see folks again.
Get the people that are advocating for more information.
I thought so. Zombie Bites. Okay, I figured you had a new name now. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well. I figured that was you. I was like, I feel like I remember that name. Yeah, that's right. Very good to see you again. I hope you've been well. I do have a face now. Yeah, I'm not a VTuber anymore. I've been streaming on YouTube for a while. We just hit 42,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah. Full new channel, the mental health took over. Ah, that's awesome. What do you do on your new channel, Zombie? Do no research, speaks like this as if he was educated on this. I know! It's stupid. It's unbelievable. Like, this guy is acting like he knows about this shit. And he knows he's bullshitting. He knows he's just echoing what he knows his chat wants to hear. That's why you'll always see him look over being like, hey, what's my chat saying? What's my chat saying? I want to say that too. This guy does not have a single original thought, nor an intelligent thought in his mind. It's unbelievable. Doesn't know what he's talking about for 99% of his streams. I'm meat cockroach. I mean Asmongold. Yeah, exactly.
Just look at the people that are advocating for less information.
I bet you if he could, he would probably call Birdman a slur. If he could, he would. 100%.
I'm confident.
And again, you're confident? Okay. I'm owning his ass, and so is Birdman.
Versus look at the people that are advocating for less information. I'm confident that I think that more research and more investigation into this will lead to the obvious outcome. But
what? Okay. First of all, he's acting like someone like Birdman is advocating for less information, less research, less research, less looking into things. What? Birdman is showing you all this information because he wants to educate people. Same with me. That's why I do the videos I do. I want people to actually understand what real media criticism is and also actually educate themselves on history so they don't get fooled by idiots like this. This is unbelievable. The only one advocating for not looking into things and less information here is you. That is such projection. Oh my god. Yeah, Birdman actually does his research. I do my research. Anthony does his research. High CHD does his research. SK2. All of us actually do our research. Asmongold doesn't. And he doesn't want you to. because he knows he can't sell a narrative to you if you actually look into this stuff. He's so dumb. Let me have these claims with no research to back up anything what I'm saying. I know! It's terrible, Anna. Holy shit. Isn't there gonna be... Oh, yeah. So, Birdman did say he's doing a follow-up video. I know he's working on a sequel to the original Asmongold video here, Gaster. I'm looking forward to that because, yeah, I'm sure he'll have a lot of the same things to say as I am here, but I'm sure he'll also go even harder on Asmongold. I'm looking forward to that. But I also just find it so funny because Birdman's original video is 10 minutes long. Asmongold has been goes on about this, blows up Birdman's original video into 50 minutes where he says nothing. He spends almost an hour saying absolutely nothing.
Some people, they don't even want to talk about it. They don't even want to look into it. And that's the real problem.
What the fuck are you talking about? Birdman did look into it. He showed you all this stuff here. Like, the people that actually want to learn about history and actually want to learn about this stuff and how to improve society will look into it. You don't want to improve society. You don't want people to learn about this stuff. And that's exactly why you're doing what you're doing here. Dismissing anything Birdman says to you, being willfully ignorant, in some cases actually being stupid, and just denying all this stuff. Denying actual history. It's unbelievable.
And they don't want to do that because what they've built onto it is they built an entire ideology of the blank slate. The blank slate doesn't exist. The blank slate is to a degree...
What S Studio said in Twitch chat. Bro brags about not needing to do research. He's the my source is I made it the fuck up meme in real life. I know, right? He's Senator Armstrong. Although, Senator Armstrong is actually buff, and Asmongold is a fucking twig who drinks Dr. Pepper and eats KFC every day. So, yeah. There's also that.
True, but there are also a lot of things about it that are not true. And
yeah, there's a meme where Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising says that both. It's pretty funny. It's like a dub. It's not actually in the game, but it's funny. A rotten twig, yeah, exactly. I'll allow that. I hate this. Welcome and beat the crow, first of all. Hello. I hate this pussy type of racism. No, I'm not racist. People are the most pathetic and annoying shit I know. I see online. People say that online because they're too afraid of getting reality in their ass. Exactly. You gotta be really raw and really firm about this stuff to really hit them where it hurts. That's why I do these streams and why I do the content I do online on YouTube in general. Because I am so tired of seeing people like this push a goddamn narrative and lie about history. It's so annoying. It's unbelievable. I'm looking forward to doing more streams like this too, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Armstrong is also a good speaker and intelligent. Yeah, unlike Asmongold. Wow, I can't believe I'm giving points to Senator Armstrong of all people, the villain of Metal Gear Rising. But man, I have to give him more points than Asmongold even, which is kind of sad.
What happens is that you have people that have this entire ideology that's built around this lie, and because of that, they try to never talk
also
about...
that too. Armstrong has conviction. He's not like a fucking coward like Asmongold is. That's why you wouldn't catch him in a live debate. His ass would be owned.
Or never discuss any difference besides this. Can you explain why Lynn said that Iran has an IQ of 80? It's been proven now it's 110. Well, I don't know. I didn't see about Iran. I have no idea what...
Hey, welcome on in. CX Hobo. Hello. Nice to be greeted by you. Support ASON Network when I came in. Yeah. The Autism Self-Advocacy Network is a very good organization. I do support them for charity. I need to do a charity stream for them on Twitch and YouTube at some point. That would be fun. I would love to do that. Yeah, ASON is really good. Absolutely. And the nice thing about them is that they actually are run by actually autistic people for autistic people. I like them a lot. Hey, welcome in, Yozate. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Otter. Hope everything is going well. I'm doing pretty good, Yozate. How are you? Hope you're well. Very good to see you. I never saw that, and he's still trying to prove he's right. Christ, lol. Yeah. This is unbelievable. Again, that's kind of what I mean about him being willfully ignorant here. Beat the crow.
What that reason is at all.
Birdman is providing all the evidence, all the receipts here, and he is dismissing it every time. He has to be willfully ignorant to keep this facade up.
Well, I don't think that Iran has an IQ of 110.
Given the climate, it's genuinely terrifying. People Thinking people like Matt Walsh, Asmon would try to say Armstrong was justified, they would. I mean, there's already people trying to say the Empire in Star Wars was justified. People like this.
Lynn said that Iran has an IQ of 80. It's been proven now it's 110. Well, I don't know. I didn't see about Iran. I have no idea what that reason is at all. I don't think that
Dude, come on. I know somebody in chat already pointed this out, but you're not helping yourself look good here at all. You're making yourself look stupid. Like, I didn't see it. I didn't see the IQ of Iran. Yet I'm gonna act like I'm qualified here. Speak on the IQ of Somalia. Fuck off, dude.
Iran has an IQ of 110, but I know that Iranians have very high IQs on average.
Oh my god. The jokes just write themselves here.
110 would be higher than anybody else in the world by 5 points. So I find that to be unlikely. But overall, I think that's very...
Oh my god. Now he's even trying to throw like jabs at Iranians too. Oh my god. It can't just leave it at Somalians. He's got to do it to Iranians too. The racism is off the charts here.
True.
Alleging to show innate racial
Parroting
hierarchy.
his chat. See, this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. This guy does not have an original thought of his own. It always has to come from his chat. He can't do research. He can't look things up. He can't actually form an original, intelligent thought. He is incapable of doing that. That's why this entire video is basically projection. You know? Him acting like, oh, there's a roof and a ceiling for how intelligent African people can become. Dude, I think there's a roof and a ceiling for how intelligent you can become. Because you don't want to learn. You're just going to sit here in your fucking echo chamber, not learn anything, not take any of the information that's presented to you here, not use it at all to better yourself and learn. Because you don't want to. Because then you can't grift off this. Thank you for the one biddy, Jeff. This guy uses a dead rat as an alarm clock. Exactly, CHX. IDK if I'm late, welcome on in. Oh yeah, no, we're, oh yeah, we already watched the part about the low IQ, Gasser. That was funny. Asmongold was just an idiot there too. Drinker claiming that Hydra is an understandable villain. What? Did he actually do that at studios? That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's like that one Ace Attorney meme where Wright said, nah, and Edgeworth responded, what the fuck you mean, nah? Exactly. I grew up with a conservative grandma and a communist mom while being trans in Latin America. I agree that facts don't care about your feelings, but ironically enough, that phrase is used by alt-right snowflakes like Asmon and Ben Shapiro. It's funny, yeah. The facts don't care about your feelings crowd kind of are there projecting half the time. Because, right? If Asmongold acknowledged any of the facts that are given to him here by Birdman, he knows his feelings would get hurt and he can't grift off this anymore. I forgot about the fucking rat alarm. I know, right? Dude literally adds nothing to the conversation. I know, right? This is terrible. This is so funny. Noah banned this dweeb? Oh, okay. Let me just do that. There we go. Thank you for the heads up there. That's funny. I do like trolling those guys, I will say. I do like trolling the Asmongoons sometimes. So I like to keep them around for a little bit. That's why I haven't banned Dr. Boshi. Because Dr. Boshi is funny as fuck. He's so funny. The fact Asmongold immediately responded to Birdman's video, I know! And it was like 50 minutes after it was uploaded too. So right away. And instead of actually going, oh, I was wrong, let me apologize and move on, he's instead got to double down, making it worse. Yep. That's exactly the MO of grifters. You will never see them take accountability. They are incapable of doing that. They know they'd lose if they did that.
Yes.
This is the textbook definition of racism, by the way. That
It
race
is. That is correct, dude. He's gonna deny that too, though. I'm sure he will. Watch. Oh, thank you for the $5, John. Armstrong wasn't even a Republican. He was pretending to be one. Right. He was an anarchist using Darwinism. Yeah. His political ideology, funny enough, doesn't even fall under Republican ideologies. Oh, these facts hurt my feelings, so let me change them so my feelings aren't hurt anymore. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Anna. These guys are lying about history and real, just historical facts, so they don't have to acknowledge this.
Very true.
alleging to show innate racial hierarchies.
Yes.
This is the textbook definition of racism, by the way.
It is.
That race is a fundamental determinant of human traits, and that those different...
It is a fundamental determinant of traits.
Oh my god, dude, stop. Stop being racist. Holy shit. He's like, oh, you're black? You can't become more intelligent. You're stuck being unintelligent. That's exactly what he's saying here. Holy shit. Asmongold, like, look, Birdman, this is actually really funny. Stupid, but funny. Birdman gives the dictionary definition of racism here. And then Asmongold looks at that. He's like, I don't care. I'm going to keep being racist anyway. The dictionary definition of racism is right in front of his face, and he does not care. He will keep being racist no matter what. Like, if that isn't a red flag, I don't know what is, dude. Holy shit.
It obviously is.
He just gave up
One
pretending.
of the best
I know.
traits is skin
Well,
color.
to be fair, a lot of these guys have recently, Pedro. Like, you know, that's exactly why Rev and Straub recently got outed for the ICE stuff, being ICE supporters. They got outed for that. Like Chibi Reviews, right? He's kind of had a pretty rough start to the year as well. A lot of these guys are getting outed finally. And a lot of them are going mask off too. Metatron, after he got outed for lying about the history of Nazism and stuff, he got out, like, after he got outed by Freda, he went straight to anti-woke grifting. Started shilling Charlie Kirk and stuff like that. As soon as, and like the thing with Tectone at the start of the year. Dude who's a convicted rapist. A lot of these guys are going, either they're going mask off or they're getting outed altogether and losing their careers.
Big surprise. People of one race.
In Critical Drinker's review on Captain America 4 Brave New World, he called Hydra an understandable villain in the past movies they appeared in. If that's not a red flag, I don't know what is, dude.
Going to have
That's
one
crazy.
skin color. This is one thing that people don't even consider with like racism and skin color are actually two different things. Like if you have people that are
chaos
from a different race, like race isn't always defined
Rape
by
tone,
just
yeah.
like one
Rape
specific thing. Skin color is just the most obvious indicator of that. Very clearly,
I
there
hear
are
too
racial
much. We are
differences
Charlie
between
Kirk
people.
online.
Anybody
What?
knows.
Bruh. Imagine shilling someone like Charlie Kirk, Zappy. Oh no, not Ice. Yeah. Rev and Straub, two anti-woke VTubers. I don't know if you've heard of them both, but they're massive. Well, I've talked about them in videos, so you probably have. But they're very, very pro-ICE. They're pretty bad. I remember Dr. Boshi came into my chat on YouTube, and he was like, most people are pro-ICE, Otter Boy. Like, most sane people, most reasonable people who don't want to see people killed are not pro-ICE. Sorry.
This is the type of a priori knowledge.
GB Reviews is just mad his friends weren't letting him watch when they were cheating on him. I'll be completely honest, Jeff. I think Chibi is not giving the full story. I already talked about that in that stream. I do not think Chibi Reviews is giving the full story there. Because why the fuck would his entire friend group leave, when they find out there's the dude's getting cheated on? Why would all of them single him out? He's not giving the full story there. He is trying to create a victim complex type narrative with Chibi Reviews. There is no way at all he's giving the full story. And I am very curious to see if his friend group will come forward at some point and give the full story.
That
Ice
every
sucks, it
single
kills
person
people. Yep.
in the entire world knows is true, but inside of Western culture, we're supposed to pretend like it's not true because people are all willingly participating in this deliberate lie. Very clearly, race is a factor.
What? Wait, let me rewind that.
People, anybody knows this. This is the type of a priori knowledge that every single person in the entire world knows is true, but inside of Western culture, we're supposed to pretend like it's not true because people are all willingly participating in this deliberate lie. Very clearly, race is a factor. It's obviously a factor, same as gender is and everything else. But for some reason...
So now he's not only being racist, he's being sexist too. He's like, oh, obviously, anybody who knows anything knows that race or gender are a fundamental determinant of human traits and capacities. Dude, come the fuck on. Not only you're being racist, you're just being sexist now. Yeah, he is being sexist, Pope. This is terrible. I'm surprised he's not saying the woke word. I mean, basically doing everything but that currently, Zappy. Yeah, now he's being sexist. Exactly, Anna. Internet access is of evil. Asmongold, Nuxtine, and Rape Tone. Exactly, Zombie. Exactly. 100%. This is unbelievable.
because people are afraid of
Triple,
talking about this.
triple trouble. Yeah. He supports Sneeko? Wait, what? Asmongold supports Sneeko? As if he didn't have enough L's already. That's crazy, Dylan.
Wants to look into it at all.
Racism and sexism do go hand in hand. Yes, they do.
Produce an inherent superiority or hierarchy.
I need to make a bingo grift. I need to make a grifter bingo card, Jeff. I need to do that. I need to have like the word woke, like racism, sexism, random mention of Disney, stuff like that. I need to make a grifter bingo card for when I do these streams. It'll be more fun that way.
Those data sets compiled by Lynn were later
it would be solid. I'd hit bingo every time. I would hit bingo every time.
Bell curve authors Murray and Herrnstein.
Yeah.
In fact, Murray has explicitly acknowledged Lynn's work as part of the research base for their claims about group IQ differences. The problem is not simply that Lynn helped.
Because also keep in mind that if you were actually trying to debunk this, you would do further research into people that live in these areas, and then he would be showing that further research and the IQ differences being more, like, smaller.
Dude,
right? Like,
what are you talking about? He showed you why that doesn't make any sense to say. He showed you the thing about IQ increasing over time. He showed you all the nuances to this issue and why that doesn't make any sense to say as a blanket broad statement. Stop trying to dodge that. This is so stupid.
Okay, well, there was other research, and this research came out, and it proved that it wasn't true.
Oh my god. Dude. Wow. Also, bold take from you, Asmongold. The guy who admits you don't do research at all. You're telling Birdman here he should do his research when you openly admit you don't do research. What a complete hypocrite.
Isn't it interesting to you that in all of these videos and all of this information, not a single actual point of, like, counter research is provided?
What the fuck are you doing? That's what he's been doing this whole time. Oh my god. Again. Oh, holy shit. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the Wolverine dissing Freddy Krueger sound effect. Yeah, I mean, we're tearing apart Asmongold, which, to be fair, isn't hard to do, because he's pretty fucking stupid. But holy shit, that's unbelievable. Man, that is... I don't even know what to say about that. That's insane. Birdman has showed him so many, like, different things throughout this video that completely contradict what he's saying. Asmongold has been willfully ignorant this entire time, and chosen to not look at anything he's saying. This is stupid. I don't need to research my sources to say I'm right. I know, right, Anna? It's very dumb. Let's remember that Asmongold saw an animation mocking him as one of the most disgusting human beings ever. Literally saying how he lives in a dumpster and disgusting, and his reaction was, lol, that's amazing. I mean, he also reacted to a Leaflet's terrible AI video of him, right? The one... put them in the box or whatever, that music video. He reacted to that and he thought that was cool too. Stupid. What do you mean no counter research? I know, right? That's what this whole video has been.
It's all just people saying that he's racist, or other books that other people disagreed with, or talking about something in a theoretical means, but there's never actually any data that's disproving this.
Dude, he showed you the data. Oh my god. That's what this whole video has been. You haven't chosen to listen to him at all.
Why that is. We all know why that is.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Ugh.
Extreme views, including open support for eugenics, but that his data practices have been widely criticized for flaws in its methodology.
Eugenics works. A good example of it is Yao Ming.
Oh my god. Well, there we go. He's straight up saying, eugenics works! Gotta make the superior race there through eugenics. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised he's pro-eugenics either. You know, most racist people are. But this is, the arrogance. That is a bold take from you there, Asmongold. Claiming he's not doing his research, not providing a counter-argument, when that's you, this entire video. You have not disproven anything Birdman has said. You have just chosen to ignore it, and because you know you can't say anything against it. I feel like this should be really telling for anyone who supports Asmongold. Do you not see what he's doing here? He is not actually acknowledging anything Birdman's saying. All he can do is be like, oh, he's just using buzzwords. Oh, he's not actually showing the right data at all. Look at this, see? He's just dismissing it. He knows he does not have an argument against Birdman. He does not have like he doesn't have like a knife he can just stick in there and destroy Birdman's argument, because he knows he doesn't have that. All he can do is just dismiss it. That's the only weapon he has here. And it's a pretty dull weapon.
Yao Ming's like 7'4", 7'5", or something like that. And he was actually a product of China having people doing selective breeding. I mean, this is obviously true. If you have
that's one guy in all of China. China is the biggest, most populated country in the entire world. You picked out one dude in all of China. The jokes write themselves.
Black people that have a kid, the kid's going to be black. If you have two white people that have a kid, the kid's going to be white. If you have two people that are very tall that have a kid, the probability is the kid's going to be very tall. This is the type of what I was saying before. It is this willing, deliberate, and desperate attempt to totally deny every observable facet of reality.
What the fuck are you talking about? You brought up one person in China. Wow. If that's not a bottlenecked example, I don't know what is. You brought up one person out of the most populated country in the entire world. I don't even know what to say about that, man. That's insane. Holy shit. Also, we're almost at 2.5K on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. If you wanna, we need actually just three more people. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and follow me on Twitch there too. There we go.
And this reality denial, there is an entire pyramid and an entire temple of misinformation and distorted values that are coming out of.
Even for defending his crap view, he has no idea how this shit works. Yeah, well, again, he's giving a very blatantly bottlenecked example. He's just like, he brings up one dude in all of China, the most populated country in the world, and act like, oh, look, this is an example of why eugenics works and why we should always do it. You gave the most bottlenecked example ever. Nice try.
Of this. These are people who are fundamentally not only...
Eugenics is a game? Eugenics? Not like with cats or something?
They against science, but they're afraid of the consequences.
His research is that Grok told him. Yeah, probably. These guys really show Grok a lot.
That has nothing to do with IQ, though. What do you think the probability is that the hereditary
thank you for
traits
followed
that are
on
physically...
Twitch. I need to get alerts working again. I appreciate those following on Twitch, though. 2 more away from 2.5K, so thank you, everybody. Thanks for following on Twitch.
Observable are the only elements of things that could have anything to do with genetic variability. What do you think that...
Eugenics is a game from the Binding of Isaac developer? Interesting. Let me rewind this here.
But they're afraid of the consequences of science. That's really it. That has nothing to do with IQ, though. What do you think the probability is that the hereditary traits that are physically observable are the only elements of things that could have anything to do with genetic variability? What do you think the probability is that height and skin color are almost 100% genetically heritable and IQ isn't at all?
Dude, first of all, those things you brought up aren't 100%. Bruh. He's trying to act like any traits that a kid gets from their parents are all 100% heritable. That's not even true, though. Things like mutations can occur. Like, if there's like a mutation in the gene, right? You have like, good example here. If you have two parents, right? Mom and dad, if you have them, they both have brown eyes. Sometimes with mutations, you could still get a blue-eyed kid, even out of that. That can 100% happen. Hey, welcome in, the Monster Man. Hey, hello. We just hit 2.5K on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Yay. Awesome. Well, there we go. I think that settles it. I'll be multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube going forward. I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, welcome in, Monster Man. How are you? Hope you're well. Anime Sidekick Gal. Hello, welcome on in. Has he even studied genetics at all? No, he definitely has not. I mean, utterly understanding of the topic. He clearly doesn't get it. Like, I just laid out, like the whole mutation thing. I know more about genetics than Asmongold, clearly. It's unbelievable how brain dead this guy is on anything regarding biology or history, too. We've already shown that. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. And the fact so many people watch this guy, like worship him, and think he is like a source of information that should be vetted at all is unbelievable. This is so stupid. Hey, welcome in on Mummified Butterfly. Hello, how are you? I have a book that is specifically about genetics. Exactly. He doesn't know what mutations are. Thanks for the lurk, Renova. I appreciate it. Oh, holy crap. Pup Galaxy Full of Stars on YouTube. Thank you for becoming an honorary otter. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thanks for being here.
Really? Think about this for 3 seconds.
Look, he's looking at his chat here. He knows nothing about genetics. So he has to go ahead and read his chat. Dude, come on. This is ridiculous. I just laid out here the whole thing about mutations. I know that off the top of my head. I don't need to look at my chat to do that. The fact Asmongold has to do that is unbelievable. Holy shit.
Upon reviewing Lynn's work, Witchert states the following. The assertion that the average IQ of Africans is below 70 is not tenable, even under the most lenient of inclusion criteria. Because Lynn missed a sizable portion of the relevant literature, their estimate of average IQ of Africans is clearly too low. Combined, the current systematic review and the results of our review of Raven's test suggests that the average IQ of African test takers is close to 80.
Is this an argument against me?
Yeah, dude! Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that got me. Dude, he just gave you, like, an article here talking about how the IQs of African test takers in the modern age can achieve, like, IQs of around 80. Dude, come on! Yeah, that is an argument against you. You idiot. Jesus Christ. Somebody clip that, please. That on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, clip that. That was fucking amazing. Oh my god. Careful, he's learning. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think he is, S Studios. Clearly he's not. Look, he's like, is this an argument against me? Yeah, dumbass, it is. Holy shit. Yeah, you found out right now? It's like the fucking, the Puss in Boots 2 meme, right? Where Jack Horner's like, what took you so long, idiot? It's like that. Oh my god. Ugh. Thank you for the $2, Pup Galaxy Full of Stars. Close Judge Rodenberg Bird Sender. Stop the shock. Joker laugh. Yeah, like, that killed me. That was so funny. Oh my god. Well, he is not laughing at the idea that men and women's brains are different, but at the implication that women or black people are less intelligent than black men. Very Asmongold thing to do there. But again, Birdman gave him this article and gave him undeniable proof. He's shown so many sources here that just easily debunk what Asmongold is saying. But he just can't be wrong at all. In Asmongold's brain, you know, he's like, I can't be wrong at all. I can't reveal my grift. I've got to go ahead and dismiss everything he's saying, even when he gives this. Oh my god. I also love how, you know, at the start he was acting like, oh, Birdman's just giving up buzzwords. The only thing Asmongold has done here is like repeat the same things over and over. He's like, oh, you're saying buzzwords by calling people racist. Is this supposed to be an argument against me? Like, that's the only, like, those are the two main things he said throughout this entire 50-minute video. I can't believe this.
Like,
yeah, if he learns too fast, his brain is gonna melt. We're just watching Asmongold deconstruct in real time. Asmongold reacts to Birdman, how peculiar. Yeah, it's also very funny, for sure, Evelyn. Jesus
Wait a
Christ.
minute, wait. So you're quoting people who are saying that it's not 67, it's 80? Like, oh my God, do you understand how massive of a difference that is versus 100?
Yeah, no shit, dude. What the fuck? Ugh. He's showing you that it's higher than what you were saying. It's a massive difference from 100, but it's also a massive difference from 67, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Ugh. I can't believe
Holy
this.
shit. That's insane.
Look, somebody in chat even said facts hurt his feelings. No, they don't. Facts hurt Asmongold's feelings. Look at that. That is such cope. Felix, welcome on into Twitch chat. He's just stating basic biology knowledge for the whole argument for eugenics. This is so dumb. Like, the fact he thinks eugenics, well, yeah, it keeps, being pro-eugenics, but he's also being racist, too. I don't understand this twat got to be a millionaire. I know, right? It's unbelievable. The fact that this guy is, like, the highest, apparently has the most views for a political streamer on Twitch. Cushion? How should I say that? Let me know. Thank you for clipping that, Sparky. I appreciate it. The fact that he says that he, like, this guy is the most viewed political streamer on Twitch is pretty disturbing and very sad. Asmongold's brain is like that one episode of SpongeBob, except it's like that 24/7. Yeah, for real. Thank you for the $5 also, G Gabe. This is unbelievable. Oh, that's right. Yes, Asmongold does bot viewers too. That is another thing. You're correct, Felix.
My God.
We believe that the accuracy...
It's not an F, it's a D-, guys. And this is
their... Come on, dude.
Argument. There's a reason why as I said, there's a reason why they don't do research into this.
Dude, wow, again, bold take from you, dude. You're the one who openly admits you don't do research. Birdman has been giving you the research and the information this whole time. You've just chosen to ignore it and been willfully ignorant this entire thing. This is so dumb. Yeah, he can't get actual viewers to watch his roach ass, so he has to bot them. Exactly, Anna.
Estimates of
Oh,
national...
wait, I'm sorry, he's arguing against you? Yes, you cannot join the army with
Thank
an
you for
IQ
the follow
below
on Twitch as well, by the way. I appreciate it.
80, by the way. They're borderline. Exactly. So I think that the benchmark, so you cannot be part of the army if your IQ is, I think, below 82. And the reason why is because, and also keep in mind, average. Now, what does average mean? It means half of the people are below that.
What? Ugh. Look at his fucking face there, first of all. He's like, ha! I totally own them! What? Half of the people are below that? What the fuck do you mean? That's a median. That's not an average. The average would be... Ugh, Jesus Christ. He is so dumb. That is not an... I'm dying again, but look, he thought he was so smart, giving the definition of a median and thinking that's an average. Get your mathematics right, Asmongold. Here, let me pull up the definition of an average. Let me just pull this up here and not use Grok, because I'm not like Asmongold. Definition of average. It's the central or typical value in a set of data, in particular the mode, exactly, which is calculated by dividing the sum of the values set by their number. That's not the same thing, you idiot. Oh my god. I'm having a brain aneurysm listening to him too. I feel you on that for sure. That was like kindergarten BS. Jesus Christ. Man, I can't believe this. This is why it's so easy to just, like, rake this guy's ass here. Because he knows nothing about what he's talking about. Anyone who even knows, like, the slightest amount of history or biology or anything like that can own this guy. No wonder he never debates. Holy shit. That is unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? You idiot! You made yourself look like a fool by giving the wrong definition there. You fucking idiot.
Fill a society with
Somebody
a bunch
clip
of people
that too, please. That was fucking hilarious.
where the average IQ is 80, and you're going to have a PvP server.
What? What? What the fuck? Let me rewind this here. What? What?
Fill a society with a bunch of people where the average IQ is 80, and you're going to have a PvP server.
What? That, first of all, that comparison is incredibly stupid. But I love how he thought that was an own too. He looked at the camera and was like, oh, I got him, see? I got Birdman. No, you fucking didn't.
Sorry. It's pretty fucking obvious.
No, it's not. Holy shit, dude. I know I keep laughing, but I'm just shocked this guy's actually this stupid. Okay, then.
IQ of sub-Saharan African countries can
Do
be
auto
improved.
clips work here? I think exclamation mark clip does, Camelot, yeah. I admire how he never lets evidence interfere with his opinions. I know. I know.
Considerably.
What's the median? Oh, okay.
Dude, somebody in his own chat corrected him. It's like, no, that's the median. Someone in his own chat somehow is smarter than him. It's like, oh, okay. Holy shit, dude.
What Wichards is saying here is that Lin conducted bad science,
Yes.
and that the average
Oh, okay.
estimated IQ of poverty-stricken African people.
It's damn like the worst kind of damage control, though, Evelyn. Just being like, oh, okay. What? Why the fuck do people listen to this guy? If you're an Asmongoon in my chat, either on Twitch or YouTube, why do you listen to this guy? Why do you like being, like, having your intelligence insulted? Answer me that.
Actually close to average.
Like, what's
which is
next? Would Asmon play Marathon and Sims for Glitch? It's so baffling. Asmon probably thinks natives having smallpox was self-inflicted, probably. This is unbelievable. They like
Easily
abuse.
defined.
Yeah, they're all masochists. They got
The
that
average-
kink.
It's actually
Got that
what?
ping kink.
African people is actually close to average.
80 is not the average at all.
What?
are you
Dude, he just showed you it was! Again, you're the guy who thinks median and average are the same thing. Nobody should be taking your advice at all on that. Look at someone who actually does their research, like Birdman, if you want to know what the definition of an average and a median is. Probably what's going on here is he's still, like, in his mind there. He probably still thinks that median is the same as an average, even though someone in his chat literally just called him out on that.
talking about? That's extremely low in America. That's incredibly low. It's low in Asia too. Wait, what?
Dude. You still think median and average are the same thing. Oh my god,
which is
dude.
usually defined as between 85 to 115.
So if it's between 85 and 115, and he said it was low 80s and it was 80 to 82, then it wouldn't be part of the average. You just said the number wrong.
Oh my god. Stop mixing up median and average, you idiot. He failed
Environment
math. He
improves,
did.
So
You can see the goalpost moving in real time. I know. Because he knows someone in his chat called him out. This is so dumb. It's like, oh, I gotta rethink stuff live here. Gotta look at my chat some more. This is
two
unbelievable.
with their average IQ scores due to the
For any of
finish
my statistics majors friends ever passed this guy?
effect. And remember,
Surely.
we are talking about countries that have faced civil war, famine,
Asmon is the Trump Modero streamers, incredibly stupid, but somehow got a following. Well, I mean, a lot of that is likely botted, to be fair, studios, to be fair. More than likely, there's some botting going on there. You know, since Asmon wants to talk about IQ so much, aren't future generations in America literally becoming dumber? Like shorter attention spans, poor education, etc.? Not necessarily. Play gaming. Those that do...
Fluffy Sparkster asked me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stupid is Asmongold?
Hey, yo!
I ain't one to sugarcoat things, but I also won't lay into someone without cause. Asmongold's got his takes, and not all of them land well with folks. Some of it's just him sharing his mind without a filter. I say, when it comes to this African history take, it seems pretty out there. Maybe a 7 on the stupid scale if we're being honest. Noah, the otter tearing it apart is a sight to behold.
Yeah! There we go! See? Yeah, Wolverine normally insults me, too. Even he's gotta take my side here. He knows, shout out to all Canadians, hold this L. Wolverine's Canadian, derpy entertainment. Wow, Wolverine just... just completely roasted Asmongold there. Yeah, W to Canada! W to Wolverine for destroying Asmongold as well. Well said, Spike Spiegel. Yeah, that's a Steve Blum voice for Wolverine. KJ. On Twitch, I have a Wolverine TTS redeem. His mind feels rent-free, yeah? Yep. That's funny. Damn, you know that Noah has a point. Well, Wolverine agrees with him. You know how much he loves to dunk on him. I know, right, both? Wolverine can't deny that Asmongold's a fucking idiot here, too. Yeah, he didn't even mention Chun-Li being from Fortnite. Yeah. Please read my message, Noah. The average IQ was around 80 because, first of all, the education wasn't that great at this time where this study was made. And the problem is education is a very capitalistic thing, sadly. Yep. Poverty means less education, which means IQ points, less IQ points in those tests. And the tests, the tests. I did 2 different in my life. I got like 120 IQ once I got around 100. That's another factor. Do you want to know why? Because one had math in it. I have dyslexia, so that's that. There we go. See? Again, Asmongold is laying out such a general fucking, like, he's giving such a just generic, like, blanket statement for all this stuff. He's not looking at any of the nuance of IQ tests. Like, also, he's very intentionally leaving out the history of colonization in Africa. He's doing that, too. Oh, thank you for dyscalculia. Thank you for correcting me there, Cushion. Yes, so he's leaving out the whole history of colonization in Africa, right? Where they would intentionally keep people under their thumb, try to keep them uneducated, unable to get reading material, stuff like that, because they wanted to keep taking advantage of them, extracting these natural resources from them. Exactly. Inbreeding is part of the eugenic ideology. Yeah, a lot of people that support eugenics will try to constantly bring up things like inbreeding and act like African countries are all doing that, when that's literally not the case at all. A lot of them will give that blanket statement too. That is correct. You were saying? I was talking about the whole African, that thing. The whole colonization thing. Thanks, Logan. Yeah, thanks, Logan, for shredding Asmongold as well. Jesus Christ. America is 50th in worldwide education quality, by the way. Yep, the American education system's pretty bad.
Schooling disease.
Civil war, famine, disruptive schooling, disease. Okay, these seem all great reasons to bring these people into America.
What? Dude, come on! Why do you think there are civil wars there a lot of the time? Think about it. The white colonizers came in. They intentionally put corrupt warlords in place, a lot of whom are able to, go out when supplies are sent over to Africa. They intercept a lot of that, take it for themselves, and they go ahead and use that to build their armies up, make them stronger, because they don't care about the people around them. That was started by the white colonizers. That's why there's a lot of civil wars there. You are intentionally denying that, you piece of shit.
This is such a great list of reasons why these people should come to our country.
Oh my god. I love how he just has to take it as that again. It's like, oh, look at these things Birdman is listing out. These very good reasons, and also things that started from white colonizers, are reasons why black people shouldn't be in America. Holy shit, dude. And this is in Black History Month, by the way, that he's doing this. Even worse.
Yeah, I mean, now, guys, I wasn't convinced.
No, he's not pro-immigration, Felix. Asmongold is definitely not pro-immigration. Yeah, he's pro-Caucasian immigration. Thanks, Jeff.
convinced. Now they should be here for sure.
And extreme
Exactly.
poverty.
Like, none of this is even about immigration, like on the YouTube chat, Aiden points out. But Asmongold has to make it about that, because that's something he can't shut up about. This is so stupid. I mean, for real, who the fuck wants to go to the USA right now? I know a lot of people who are in Canada who don't want to come here right now because of the ICE shit. Like, some of my friends in Canada, they were planning to come to PAX East, which, by the way, I am going to be at PAX East because I got approved for a media badge there. I'll be doing media coverage there, doing some stuff with Capcom too, because I'm a Capcom creator. So that'll be fun. But a lot of my friends in Canada, they don't want to come right now because of the ICE shit. It's sad. It's really sad. Like, two of them, one is a Korean woman. Obviously, she doesn't want to come here from Canada right now. Not with that going on. Another one is a, I believe, Thai Laotian. She doesn't want to come either because of that. So there we go. Case in point. Sorry if it was weird asking that. Yeah, you're good, Beat the Crow. Someone here in chat is trying to argue eugenics is a readable idea. That's a Asmongoon. Feel free to troll him. Beat the Crow. They're not worth any real attention.
Not to mention constant exploitation by Western countries.
Ass with Mold is the Temu version of Moist Critical. Yep. Canadians don't want to come here because of because of ICE. Took me a second to process that one. Yeah, ICE the killing organization, not the element.
That literally...
That's right. It's Western countries' fault why these countries are shitholes. And that's the reason why, for example, whenever Britain invaded China and forced them to, buy tea and stuff like that, and they colonized India, that's why there's no smart people and people successful in China and India.
Bruh! Dude! Okay. Wow. Way to hypocrite, Asmongold. Also, he outed his own point from earlier. He brought up the Yao Ming thing, right? He's like, hey, look at this. Eugenics worked in China with this one guy that I brought up out of the most populated country in the world. And then he's like, oh, there are no intelligent people in China or India. You just defeated your own point that you made earlier. This guy is not smart enough to keep a single thought in his brain for more than 5 seconds. If he'd been able to do that, he would have realized he just defeated his own point from earlier. Holy shit. This is unbelievable.
It's the exact reason. Because, see, like, every country that, Europeans colonized is now just totally fucking famine-stricken and terrible. Like China.
Yeah! No shit, Sherlock. I already did a whole video talking about the Africa stuff. For the people on the Twitch side of things, I'm gonna send that in chat. But, because I know YouTube audience probably already seen it. But, holy shit, dude, that's exactly what happened. You can't deny that. Any historian worth their salt is not going to deny that.
For example.
Yeah, give us a source, Wi-Fi B, or Asmongoon friend. TTPN said it best in his reaction. I need to watch his video still. He's pretty good. People in poor environments move to better places for more opportunities. Exactly. And Asmongoon doesn't want that. Hey, Rune, hello. It's good to see you again. Yeah, long time no see. It's been a while since I've been on Twitch. However, I'm starting streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. I've been streaming on YouTube actually for a good bit now, but I'm trying out multi-streaming. How are you doing, Rune? Hope you're well. It's good to see you. Yeah, I've been full-time on YouTube for a long time now, but I kind of miss some of the Twitch folks, so I've started multi-streaming as of today. Hope you're well. What have you been up to? What games have you been playing? To right-wingers, BLM are bad. ICE is good. According to the weird mindset. Exactly. Huh. Kind of telling there. Kind of funny how that works.
It's just...
Dude, this is so fucking performative. He's like, oh, look at this. It's totally irrational to think that white colonizers fucked up Africa and made it how it is now. It's completely rational. That's real history. You want to deny that and act like that didn't happen so you can keep pushing this racist ideology. Because that's what it is. It's racist. Birdman even showed you the definition of racism before, but you tried to just dismiss that too. Oh my god. Yeah, I won't stream on Twitter or TikTok, Jeff. I'll stream on Twitch and YouTube though. Happen to get this message out there to people. Otherwise, I'm good. You were a good neighbor a few minutes ago and gave unopened dishwasher soap to my neighbors. So I'm almost out of it. Oh, congrats, Rune. Otherwise, I've been really busy. It's my dad's birthday today. We celebrated last weekend. Ah, congrats, Rune. That's awesome. What did you do for his birthday? I would know. Many friends and families moved out of Venezuela for those reasons. Yep. But the Native Americans, needed the Europeans' help to be genocided. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of ideology he's pushing here, Zappy. God, what a fucking loser. What a racist loser. Notice how Republicans are conflating, thank you for the $5, by the way, Zombie. Notice how Republicans are conflating Somali immigrants with the Al-Shabaab, exactly with Arab immigrants, with Al-Qaeda back from 9/11. Yep, very intentional. See, again, and he already kind of showed that earlier. He was acting like all black people, basically saying this, like that's what he said before. He's like, all black people shouldn't come to America because they will destroy things, they will steal, they will scam people. And he wasn't even just saying that about America. He's saying that about Japan and England too. This guy is a fucking racist loser. What is your point with the inbreeding anyway? I know, right? Again, he's trying to act like all Africans inbreed or something too. It's just, it makes no sense. Nothing he says here has a real source to back it up, except for his chat, I guess. Hey guys, my chat told me this, so I'm gonna echo it back to you. Stupid. We went to a Rolling Stones cover band show on Friday night. Oh, awesome. You had dinner on Saturday night. What'd you have for dinner?
This day, the phone you're watching this video on contains cobalt, a chemical element that is abundant in the Congo. This element is mined using child labor in the Congo, and not only does this mining degrade the environment and pollute the local water system, it results in birth defects of the children born there.
So why would you want to bring a bunch of defective kids into America?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Who put those kids to work to begin with? Who did that? You know what? I brought this up in my video as well. I'm going to show that part again. I'm going to show the King Leopold thing again, if I can find that. Let me look at the transcript here. Let me make sure I have my thing correct. Let's see here. Oh my fucking god, dude. This is unbelievable, though. Wasn't, Europe... Yeah, we brought that up before, Tim Hawk, but he doesn't want to admit it, but Europeans also inbred as well. That is so fucking stupid. Let me find the King Leopold thing that I brought up in this video, because I know I did a whole segment on it, but I want to replay that and show you exactly what I mean here. Let's see here. Well, first of all, in Somalia, I already talked about that earlier, but Italian colonists also, you know, they would go in, they would inbreed, they wouldn't inbreed, but they would marry underage kids in Somalia. So there's already that. But, let me see here. I want to pull up that exact thing that I was seeing. If not, I can just pull up the Wikipedia article. But King Leopold III of Belgium actually wiped out an entire race of African people. And that race is lost to history now because of that. Let's see here. Let's see. I can just pull it up then, I guess. I'll just show it the article of it. King Leopold, King Leopold II of Belgium. So, here we go. He was the second king of the Belgians from 1865 to 1909. So, yep, exactly. He wiped out an entire race of people in the Congo Free State. It was on a specific island there. And all those people, all their history is lost to time because he genocided all of them. So there we go. That should already be a pretty bad sign there, dude. Pretty big red flag. Use Control-G. It's fine. I already pulled it up on Wikipedia. But yeah, defective kids. What the fuck? And he's talking about children too. He's like, hey, why should we have defective kids in our country? That's just, it's crazy work right there, man.
Congo. This element is mined using child labor in the Congo, and not only does this mining degrade the environment and pollute the local water system, it results in birth defects of the children born there.
So why would you want to bring a bunch of defective kids into America?
Dude, you missed the point! Oh my god! He doesn't even look at the atrocity that Birdman is spelling out here. The fact that kids are put in place as child slaves, and that started with white settlers, by the way. He just like completely misses that. It's like, oh, why do we want defective kids in America? That's what you pull it out of that? Jesus Christ, dude. Exactly, Anna. It's ridiculous. People like you, Wi-Fi, that think chocolate milk come from brown cows. Yeah, I bet the Asmongoons think chocolate milk come from brown cows.
Why would you
He's the defective child? Yeah, I would say so. That's Asmongold.
Like you're making.
Is Asmon saying they deserved it? Basically, he's not. I mean, he's not directly saying it, but you can just tell that's what he's implying here. Fucking loser.
Like, duh. Like, nobody wants to do that. It's ridiculous.
What? You're saying nobody wants to help kids that are enslaved? Oh my god, dude. Asmon's just doing my work for me here. I barely have to show at all how he's like being a bigot. Because he's not even trying to conceal it. Most grifters try to conceal it better than he does. He doesn't even do that. Holy shit, dude. Is there something I can ask you? Because there are not really races of humans. The last race was the Homo neanderthalis. Ethnicities, yeah, exactly. I feel you on that, Q-Sean. No worries. I appreciate you saying that. How is that an argument? I know. This is unbelievable. Holy shit, he and his chat are heartless. Yeah, they are.
Of course.
High levels of cobalt and uranium in their blood. In 1996,
oh my god. Birdman just talked about how these kids are getting infected by cobalt because of them being put into slavery to begin with. First with the white colonizers, and then with the warlords. And he does not care at all. He just completely dismisses that. Again, he is being willfully ignorant. He knows anything Birdman presents to him here, he has to try to find some way to dismiss. Holy shit, dude. Nobody wants to free children that, yeah, child slaves. That is so heartless. If that's not a red flag to you, man, check yourself.
Psychological Association's Task Force on Intelligence explicitly
He doesn't have to hide it because his
environmental
audience agrees with them.
factors such as
Exactly. They're all
education,
terrible people.
nutrition, and health significantly influence IQ test performance.
Why do they keep warning and not researching?
Dude!
Why is...
Stop. Ugh. The fact the guy who openly admits he doesn't do his own research has, like, tried to fling that at Birdman throughout this entire video. Been like, oh, you don't do your research. You're not doing your research. That is a bold claim there from you. Jesus Christ.
Is it that all of these
I'm shocked you had the balls to say that. I know. Well, it's because he knows he won't get punished for it. Unfortunately, because he bots his streams.
People are talking about it, but there's never any data analysis.
This entire video from Birdman has all been research. Unbelievable. Camelot, you want to take care of Wi-Fi B there on the Twitch side of things?
Don't you find that to be interesting?
The research is right behind him, bro. I know! Like, he's saying this when there's this entire giant article behind him. You can't make this shit up. This is unbelievable.
What are the odds of that?
The elephant-sized research in front of him. Address me. Yeah, exactly. I think Camelot might be busy, so I'll just take care of myself. It's fun to troll those kind of people, though. There we go. That's better.
If you ignore those variables and jump straight to biology...
Asman, I swear to God, if you say do research one more time, I'll research... I'll reach to the screen and educate you myself. Yeah. He is a genuine moron. He's a willful moron, too.
You're not following...
It does feel like something you'd see on South Park, Tim. Exactly. Exactly, Rune. Yes, clearly this giant wall of text in research paper formatting isn't research. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah, I know. Ugh. This is so bad.
The odds of that.
If you ignore those variables...
And he has to, like, look over his chat, read the room, too. Jesus Christ.
Jump straight to biology, well,
Uh-huh.
you're not following the science.
They're all variables.
So this brings us back to
What?
Zach's
Oh my god.
tweet.
Right.
Yes, this claim is racist because it was made
It's
by
racist.
a racist whose entire purpose was to denigrate an entire continent to uphold white supremacist narratives.
Guys, it's 80. It's not 67. It's not 68. It's actually all the way up there at 80. It's racist. It's racist. Guys, it's racist.
Holy shit, dude. You were the guy who confused median and average. You still think he's talking about the median, not even the average IQ. What the fuck? He's like, oh, you're being, like, yeah, you are being racist, you piece of shit. Birdman, it didn't even take him 10 minutes to do this, because it's very easy to show why you are being racist by saying that. It is not difficult to do at all. Holy fuck, dude. The fact he's oh, hey, welcome in Jojo Amon Returns. Am I doing okay? Yeah. We're debunking Asmongold here on his terrible takes about African history. And it's also a fact that Africa supported the slave regime for, European earnings. I did talk about that in the Nux video too. Unlike Wi-Fi B, I study. Isn't Noah? Exactly. We both study, Beat the Crow. But it's a known fact that 90% of modern slavery, yes, you're correct, Beat.
Oh, no.
It literally, from someone from Wikipedia who has racist in it. Yeah, this guy is literally a self-confessed scientific racist. Richard Lynn. This guy admitted he is a scientific racist. Yet, Asmongold wants to act like none of this was racism when it stemmed from this guy. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Keep in mind the biggest mining operations in Africa are Chinese. They usually employ Russian mercenaries for protection. What's this Western bullshit? Well, of course the Chinese do that. I mean, duh.
Dude, nobody... What? Where did that come from? That was out of nowhere. So what, your logic here is like, oh, look, another race does it, so it's okay. No, that makes no sense. What? That basically what that chatter he was reading off there said, hey, look, the Chinese do it, so slavery's okay. No? What the fuck do you mean?
Narratives like eugenics.
Yeah, what the fuck is that logic? Exactly, Tim. Roach, I know, Roach Coach. But China, yeah, I gotta bring up China randomly. It's still bad, Aspen. Yeah, nobody should be doing slavery. Oh my fucking
wasn't
God,
a fact
dude.
because facts survive scrutiny.
Yeah. Facts don't care about your feelings, Asmongold. You could, like, I love how this group is usually the one who says that when they don't even look at facts because they know their feelings will get hurt.
That's right, guys. The best
It's unfortunate
case
the logic a lot of countries use. Exactly, Cat Fan.
scenario is that it's 80. Imagine that.
Lapse the moment you ask who collected
Bruh. You are not, first of all, you don't know the difference between a median and average. I've already said this. But also, you're not helping your case here, Asmongold. You have done nothing to disprove that you aren't racist at all. Because you are racist.
data and whether other researchers could replicate those results.
Why are other researchers not replicating these results?
Yeah,
on a regular
isn't
basis?
China's government really awful? Hey, let's distract the point. Look over here. Look, let's China does slavery, so it's okay. Like, what the fuck is this logic? The answer to concentration camps and genocide isn't better training for camp guards. Yeah, for real. Exactly, anime psychic gal. This is unbelievable. I mean, what happens when you're indoctrinated? Yep, his chat is indoctrinated, and so is he. Ugh.
Why is this not happening? Why is it that, you know, we're talking about researchers replicating...
Bozo is really low IQ, someone in his chat said. Dude. Dude. The only bozo with a low IQ here is Asmongold. And someone else is saying, yeah, because calling a racist proves him right. Well, what a clown. The only clown here is Asmongold. He's not saying, like, he's showing how it is racist. Holy fuck, dude.
Results. Why
Deflection
is it that
King,
none
yeah.
of these researchers
The
are
Deflection
doing...
Roach King. Oh, great. He's bringing up research again. Let's see here.
Why is this not happening? Why is it that, we're talking about researchers...
He's not even a funny clown. Exactly, Tim.
...replicating results. Why is it that none of these researchers are doing this on a regular basis? Why is it that this outcome isn't able to be reproduced through science?
Dude. Ugh. The amount of time the guy who openly states he doesn't do research is trying to like fling back research as a point against the people that are criticizing him is just such projection.
It's because they're afraid to do so. And they're afraid to do so because they know what the answer is.
Worldview requires Somalia or any other African country to be permanently capped at 68 IQ in order to make sense, then the science wasn't the point.
Yes.
The conclusion is...
Yes! Thank you for saying that, Birdman! Holy fuck! Yeah, the science wasn't the point here. Because if these guys did do research, did look into science, did look into, just history in general, they would realize all of this is bullshit. But he doesn't want to do that because he wants to keep pushing this narrative and this conclusion. Said it right there. Unrelated, Noah, but I want to draw you for having a persona from Persona. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Tim. I'd love to see that. Are you in my Discord? If you're in my Discord, definitely join. I'd love to see that in the fan art section. Which persona from Persona, though, is my follow-up question? That is a good question. I'm very much looking forward to Birdman's response. Yeah. He'll tear him apart, too, because it's not hard to do. But I'm curious for sure. Yeah, he will slam the fuck out of him. I know he will. I think he's afraid of what the answer is. Exactly. He's afraid of the conclusion.
And that,
well, the conclusion is the point, actually. Like, if there's a country that has an IQ of 68 average, or let's say it's 80 on average, let's assume it's 85. Do I want to bring a bunch of...
Oh my fucking god, dude! You keep bringing this up! Holy shit. He just keeps falling back on the same talking points. Like, oh, do your research. Oh, saying racism is a buzzword. Oh, I don't want these black people in my country. Look what they do to it. Based on things that I made up and have no sources on. Oh my fucking god, dude! Stop going back on that!
Level average 85 IQ people into the country. No, it's because these people are like an entire almost standard deviation below the average, and I think that their functional value in society is going to be minimal.
Bruh! Well, there we go. Racism again. You could, like, these guys can act like racism is a buzzword as much as they want. That is racist. You were claiming that black people shouldn't come to America because you think they would be a drain on society. Like, man, I don't know what to tell you at that point. If you somehow think that isn't racist, then you got some self-reflecting to do. Yeah, but like Both says, I don't want black people in my country because they are dumb. False claim number 1. And therefore commit crime. False claim number 2. Repeated for 1 hour. That's exactly what this is. This video is 50 minutes long. And that's all he said this whole time. Oh my god. Bro thinks Trump has a IQ of 110? Al Calms? Oh my god, I keep bringing up eugenics. I know, it's ridiculous, Rodolfo. Jesus Christ, I know, Darren. Like, out of all the Griffly Bears I've covered, I think Asmongold might be the dumbest. A lot of these people are pretty dumb, but this is just next level here. He's both dumb and he's willfully ignorant, though. I just can't believe this.
That's the reason why.
Is narrative pushing.
Also, yeah, do research even though I did not. Exactly both.
Is this the whole video?
Jesus, yeah, you got your ass handed to you, Asmongold. You tried to ignore it, though. Holy fuck,
It's the whole video. Man.
That's sad. Wow, mic drops? I know. So basically, this guy spent his entire video calling me racist, and then when he finally showed the data still showed the exact same thing that I was saying, but he...
Holy fuck! fuck? I feel like I'm gonna lose a lung this stream. Oh my god! Thanks for the biddies, Beat the Crow. The last bit was a Cat Icarus reference, yeah. Oh my fucking god! No, I don't let him kill me. This is ridiculous. Excuse me, what? Yeah, what the fuck, dude? This has to be a character. I refuse to believe he's actually this dumb. That's kind of what I mean about being willfully ignorant, though, Felix. I think there are definitely some things here where he is actually just being dumb, right? The median and average thing. He didn't actually know what the definition of a median was as opposed to an average. But a lot of this, I genuinely think is just him being willfully ignorant so he can keep grifting. Like, this is genuinely ridiculous. So that was his plan all along, being so ridiculous. Now it dies of laughter. I know, right? Like, I don't even know what to say about that. That's just... Let me rewind that here. Holy fuck. He's somehow more racist than their hero, the Mustache Man. Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
I spent his entire video calling me racist, and then when he finally showed the data still showed the exact same thing that I was saying, but he said it was a different number.
Dude! Oh my god! How stupid can you be? You couldn't tell what the difference between a median and average is, so you're not an expert on that, first of all. Secondly, no, he did not arrive at the same conclusion as you. He showed exactly how the conclusion you were pushing was not based on actual science at all. He literally said right there, it's not based on science, it's the conclusion they want to push. Holy fuck, dude. I don't even know what to say about that. Wait, is that Kinoflex and Birdman in Asmongold's chat there? Or does that say Nolex? Because if he actually popped into Asmongold's stream when that was happening, that'd be even funnier. Tiny Flex. Oh boy. The brain aneurysm continues. I know, right? I think he's about to accuse Birdman of something. Oh no. Don't you agree with the point I made there? Let me see what you said, Beat the Crow. Funny how these people are doing the same thing, are the same people defending Nazism as a left-wing ideology. Even though it was allied with fascist Italy, it was literally a form of ideology to combat the left ideology of the time. Although multiple books and historians, even ChatGPT, show that is an alt-right ideology. Studying hard you go to school? Yeah, for real. My choice for his persona is Otter, a dwarf from Norse mythology. Oh, that sounds cool. That's in the form of an otter? Nice. He doesn't understand a different number because of specific societal reasons, not genes. And also, he can't figure out what the difference is between a median and an average. This guy should not be a source you look at for mathematics at all. Or numbers. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, let's see here. That's Kinoflex and Asmon's chat. Wait, that is him? Oh no, Kino! What are you doing? Holy fuck. I also love how in his Discord he was announcing and being like, look at this, guys. Birdman shouted, or not Birdman, Asmongold shouted me out. Because he just so happened to appear in a clip that Asmongold brought up. That clip that one dude showed before. Holy fuck. The attention seeking is off the charts there. Kinoflex also went onto EFAP's subreddit on an alt asking about himself.
You think that there's no difference between somebody with a 100 IQ and a 100 and an 80 IQ? You probably have an 80 IQ. I'm sorry, but there's a reason why the military doesn't let people in with that level of an IQ. It's because they're functionally fucking useless and they're stupid. And the fact is that you don't want to bring any of those people. This guy's a generational meltier. Read the tweet and scroll up. What is this?
Oh no. What is he gonna do here?
Oh my god. He's too personal instead of factual? Well, he's in, like, what is here? No, these numbers show, oh, here we go. Oh, no, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my, bro. Bro.
So he's looking through an argument that Birdman had on Twitter and acting like he's an idiot for doing that. What? For defending a point that actually makes sense? Let's see here.
Oh my god. This is a another
Okay, so this is about Ironheart. Let's see here. I want to rewind to see specifically what this is. So, Screen Time post. What are your thoughts on Ironheart? Alder Millennial very stupidly posts, Disney has almost got all this woke BS out of its system. Yeah, because people with different skin color than white means woke. After Fantastic Four, the pipes should be running smoothly again, because those are all white people. Well, not even true, actually. One of those people is Jewish. Funny he won't mention that. Hey, welcome in, Walkup. Ironheart didn't look very interesting to me. Also, hi, Noah. Hey, Walkup, good to see you. I thought it wasn't great, I will say. I don't think it was that bad, though. I thought the first 2 episodes were pretty interesting, but then they did fall off a bit. But that's just my take, of course. I don't have the same opinion as these people who just hate black people.
My god.
Look, dude, someone is replying to this guy who's not even Birdman saying, oh, you sound like a little bitch. Go ahead and get employed. Send me this video, please. Another idiot parroting something he knows nothing about. Using per capita for crime arrests is a fudging of the numbers. Wait, so is he actually replying to something else there? The problem is that arrests don't take into account exonerations, and black people are the majority of exonerees. Try again, 11 IQ. Okay, what I'm assuming here is that Birdman is replying to somebody trying to claim all people, like black people, are the majority of crime arrests. I'm assuming that's what this is here. It's also short for National Socialist because the Nazi Party, was the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or that's what the internet says. Ask with Mold should take an IQ test and show his score. Yeah, I don't think he wants to do that.
This is another idiot parenting something he knows nothing about. Using per capita for crime arrests is fudging of the... Gentlemen,
What? Dude. What? Wait, what? Does he think that he's wrong about that? Oh my god, Asmongold just gets more stupid and he just keeps getting more stupid by the minute.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta look at this. Alright, I'm back.
That was incredibly performative there. Getting up, leaving your chair, walking around your dirty ass room.
Using per capita for crime arrests is fudging of the numbers. Guys, listen. If you're looking at this number, why are people in your rates below average? That's a good question, right? Oh my fucking god. The problem is arrests don't take into account exonerations, and black people are the majority of exonerees. Try again, 11 IQ. Surely, guys, there's nothing in per capita at all, and every group of people commits crime at the exact same ratio.
Oh my god! Dude! You missed the point again! He's pointing out to you how it is stupid to single out an entire race of people and act like they're the majority committing crimes. Which is what you just try to claim they're also, to piggyback off of that. I don't even know what to say about this, man. Jesus Christ, this is just wild amounts of stupidity. Dude is distracting his fans from the facts. Yeah, sure is.
Of course. That's exactly the argument. Black people are over-policed and it gives rise to misconduct. Black people are over-policed and it gives rise to misconduct? Oh my god. Black people do not dominate crime statistics. White people do. That's why you idiots try to use, quote, per capita? This guy's dumber than I thought.
Dude. Dude. Ugh. Who are... Asmongold. Think about this for just 2 seconds. What is the dominant race in the United States? Is it black people? No, it isn't. It's white people. That's why he's saying using per capita is fudging the numbers. Because, yes, white people, by definition, do dominate crime statistics because they dominate the population in the US in general. Also, yeah, great freeze frame, yeah. It looks like he's about to throw up. I'm about to throw up listening to him. That's, like, dude, I don't even know what to say about that. He is a moron, Walk Up. You're right. This is crazy. He's a criminologist. I was a Marine as well. They definitely took idiots. Also, 2 people I knew were an Asian and a black person. Yeah, he's trying to act like black people aren't in the military when they are. Both were at some point relied on all of us to do our task and part. Yep. When you're in the military, you all have to have each other's backs. Exactly. That's what matters the most. Thank you, Lyko, for pointing that out.
Oh my god. So basically, I think I'm understanding something.
No, you're not! You haven't understood anything throughout this entire video. Oh my god, dude.
I think that this person made this video about me because, honestly, they probably thought they were being targeted. I think this guy straight up doesn't like white people. Uh-oh.
Dude. Bruh. What? What the fuck? Where'd you get that from? Doesn't like white people? He likes me. He likes Anthony. We're white people. We're just not racist white people, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
I think that this person made
and we're also actually smart, unlike you.
This video about me because, honestly, they probably thought they were being targeted. I think this guy straight up doesn't like white people. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Wait, so are they trying to imply Birdman is racist against white people? What the fuck? Where is that coming from? He's friends with me. I'm a white guy. He's friends with Anthony. He's a white dude. What the fuck? He just doesn't like shitty white people, or he doesn't like shitty people in general. He's criticized other black guys before that are pick-me's, like Eric July. Still, like, plenty of people like that. You know, Altiori. She's a black woman. She's a pick-me. Because she's intentionally trying to pander towards that crowd. The kind of crowd that, you know, Asmon is supporting there. Let me get you the Discord link there. Let me get that for you on Twitch chat there. Cushion there. Cool. I'll send that in YouTube chat as well. If anyone wants to join the Discord, feel free. Oh my god, bro. I know. This is ridiculous. But yeah, Birdman has criticized other black people before that he knows are grifters or like pick-me's. Like Altiori is one. She used to do actually a lot of videos I watched. She did a lot of videos on prehistoric animals and dinosaurs and like dragons, like fantasy animals. They were pretty good videos, and you can tell she had actual passion for that stuff. But then, eventually, she started anti-woke grifting. She started making this exact kind of content that people like Asmongold and people like that do, because she wanted to pander towards the right. Which, please call you trashy? Okay. I'd rather call you something nicer though, Cushion. So if you have something else, let me know. But yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Like, he criticizes people like that, too. He doesn't hate white people. He hates grifters. Hey, welcome in, Geothermal Penguin. Hey, Noah just got off work. I can literally hear Cyrax 2.0 throwing logical fallacies on a loop. Good hunting, sir. Thank you. Yeah, this Griffly Bear is very easy to hunt here.
Let's see it. It's not. I'm not. It's irrelevant. The point is who started it. Objectively, the answer is white people. Who started World War I? We can discuss.
Yeah, that was white people. The Duke of Serbia getting assassinated started World War I. Yeah, he's right about that. Are you trying to say he's not right?
Asians, or we can discuss the topic at hand. We're not going to do both. The claim was that white people are the most destructive race. Is this not a true claim? I'm asking because I don't know, but I do know there's evidence
You think even Altiori would be against Asmongold here? If she has any dignity, yeah.
Supporting this claim. Oh my god. We have an actual racist retard.
Bruh, what the fuck? What? He's trying to... So, first of all, he put up these screenshots that are very conveniently taken out of context. He's showing just random screenshots of Birdman on Twitter arguing with somebody that are just posted on Imgur, I guess. Trying to act like Birdman is racist? Holy shit, dude. That is insane projection. Yeah, pot calling the kettle black, exactly what Felix said there. That's crazy. What? Asmongold thinks Birdman is racist? I don't even know what to say about that. That's crazy. Yeah, he thinks, oh yeah, thank you for Austria-Hungary. Thank you, Rudolph, for correcting there. Yeah, he thinks that Birdman is racist. Ugh. Thank you for the biddy, Jeff. I think he's only doing it as a cheap, smug gotcha, which it doesn't even make sense as a cheap, smug gotcha, Felix. Birdman isn't a racist. He is.
Holy shit! So this is the guy that wanted...
Because he's literally criticized other black people before. He'll criticize anyone who's pushing a false ideology.
To criticize me for racism, and so he uses a bunch of bullshit statistics, and then he finally...
Bullshit statistics? You didn't even prove those were bullshit. You had nothing to say about them when they came up. You just kept trying to say, like, oh, he's not doing his research. He needs to do research. Oh, he's using buzzwords. You had nothing to say about those at all. He showed all of the statistics. He showed all the research, and you just dismissed it.
Concrete evidence that he uses.
Yeah, your face is bullshit statistics. Exactly both. Use Grok and Super Grok all Asmon, yeah.
Is something that is...
Oh, John, thank you for the $5. There's a little joke World War I was Family Feud. Since most of the leaders were, Queen Victoria's grandsons. Mm-hmm. Funny he doesn't want to bring that up at all.
Point, and I can see why he takes this stuff personally. What a retard. Master and other things you never say to anyone in person. Why waste your limited McDonald's internet on frivolous nonsense?
People are calling him Black Hitler? Let's pick on him? Oh my god. No wonder Birdman got so many dislikes on his video. Like, the video has 16,000 likes from sane people, and 16,000 of Asmon's goons came in and disliked it too. It's like literally a 50-50 ratio. If you look at it right now with the dislike extension on YouTube. I'm going to send his video in chat too, because I think it's really good. I think you should watch it. But, man, that's absurd. That explains why all the goons came in.
Instead of engaging with the topic, white people are a world minority, yet they commit
dislike
the
bombing.
most
Yep,
atrocities.
they came in and dislike bombed Birdman's video. I'm sure if they find this stream, they'll do the same thing. And I don't give a shit. I'm saying the truth here.
Per capita, you won't like that one. Really? Well, what about Mao? And no, these groups show white people commit rape more than the other groups combined. Do you want to know the reason why rape is being... this is going to be maybe a spicy fucking take here. But the reason why rape is being seen by white people more, it's because in a lot of places in Africa, it's not against the law.
Bruh! Dude! What did white colonizers do to a lot of the Africans when they came there? They raped them! Jesus Christ! Ah! And that's not even true, by the way. There are countries in Africa where that's literally illegal. Holy fuck, dude. Again, he's trying to act like, oh, the black people, they're just gonna go in and rape each other. White people raped Africans when they came to colonize. You piece of shit. Yeah, the Spanish did that in South America too. Exactly, Jeff. The long history of colonizers doing that. Came there in more... Oh, no. Oh, no. Came there in more ways than one. Oh, no, Pope. Oh, no. Good God. The whole they just dislike Jesus because he told the truth meme. Yeah, for real. Birdman is that meme right now. Probably myself, too. I'm losing brain cells. W. Noah, thanks, Big Jerry. Exactly, Jareth. That's what they did. He did fail history. The connecting thread is that all are humans, and humans have been massacring each other since a tribe met a tribe B, or tribe A met tribe B and said, I want your stuff. Yep. There we go. Colonization. Doesn't want to admit that, though.
The reason why. Has it ever occurred to you that they don't even have laws for spousal rape? They don't
Dude! Stop dismissing that white people raped African people when they came there.
Laws for rape in general. So this whole thing, yeah, duh. Fucking obviously.
Oh my god, I love how he look. Let me rewind that. He had to look at his chat.
In general. So this whole thing, yeah, duh. Fucking obvious.
I'm gonna lose a lung watching this. But he has to look like, duh, obviously, because I looked at my chat. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. How brain dead can you be?
What a stupid argument.
The only stupid argument is the one you and your chat are presenting.
They don't have the data. Do you know why they don't have the data? It's because they don't care. They treat women like second-class citizens.
Did he research it by asking Templar? Yeah. Tactical Templar, the guy who advocates for marital rape. For those on the Twitch side who might not know Tactical Templar, he's a guy who who's definitely come after me a few times on YouTube. I'll show that clip after, but he's very, very obsessed with me. And he also really likes marital rape, apparently. Or he thinks it's okay.
And like livestock. Duh.
Yeah, it's the guy in armor. Yeah, exactly, Bo. I'll show the clip after this.
What is this here? Somalia outlawed rape in 2018? Really? Wow. Perfect. Good timing.
Dude. Ugh. Still not acknowledging that colonizers raped people when they came there, first of all. Also, literally defeated his own thing there, right? He's acting like, oh, none of them, it's all totally legal there. Some idiot in his chat was also like, hey, they outlawed it in 2018. So even that point, he's getting raped on there.
And so, did you hear spousal abuse dropped to 0% in Afghanistan?
Those sweet, innocent people who haven't seen that F-less grifter.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, Templar also got gooning to a lolly VTuber. Yep, Tim.
And anyway, you're trying to manipulate the numbers. Do you think a judge looks at a white person being tried for rape and thinks about per capita? What does this even mean? I don't even know what this means. Exactly. So you're telling me that you condemn whitewashing as a weak attempt to win a debate online. You don't have a history of condemning the nefarious...
I know. Like Fireball Ferret there said in Twitch chat, even when he gets corrected in real time, he's just like, okay. Then he moves on like he still has a point. Yeah, he keeps doing that. He did that with the median average thing too. He's like, oh, okay.
Acts of white people, so I reject the attempt. You do, however, have a racist streak, pattern recognition, remember? So we have somebody here who is actually a racist.
Bruh!
We have...
What the fuck? Trying to act like Birdman is racist? Good God. It's unbelievable. Thank you for the 1 biddy, by the way, Jeff. I appreciate it. Asmon, stop pretending he's you. Yeah, this is such projection.
An actual racist person.
Sidewinder, welcome on in. Hey, Sidewinder, it's good. It's been a while. Hope you're well. The USA only had spousal criminal in 1983. Took a long time to make that illegal. Yep. Funny he won't bring that up. He's the one being racist. He is. Walk up. This is unbelievable. IMAX projection.
Who got upset that I said that Somalians had a very low IQ and I don't want them in America. He's also weirdly...
Be nice, Noah. Templar just wants to kiss me. Oh, no, Circus. I remember Jazz, Simon's girlfriend.
Not a bad toy, but playtime's over, pal.
Wubsy, hello. How are you, Wubsy? Thank you for the playtime's over. It's good to see you again. What was being said there before? I remember Jasmine said she was gonna make, like, she was joking, thankfully, but she said she was gonna make fan art of me and Templar. I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't. Oh God, that was funny though. The statistics around rape and domestic violence, although it would be non-consensual, obviously, on Templar's case. He's the one advocating for marital rape, so he probably wants to go ahead and do that to me too. The statistics around rape and domestic violence can be misleading because they base stats on reported cases, and a lot of places, reporting by victims is discouraged. I stopped watching them once I noticed facts don't matter them. Yep. This whole thing is to make all the hot takes and grab attention. That's exactly what this is. I'm glad you saw the light, Sidewinder. I've been debunking these guys for a while on YouTube now, since May of last year. Hello. It's good to see you, Wubsy. How are you? Been lurking. It's nice to see you again, too. I'm going to be starting to stream on both YouTube and Twitch going forward. I've been streaming on YouTube for a while. What if every image of Templar becomes a new one? Exactly. He is so darn delusional, lol. He is. Asmon racist, stop projecting for real. That's the conclusion? Yeah. The projection is so fucking hard with this one. It is. It is, David.
Obsessed with IQ? Wait,
You
what
watched
is this?
a bunch of his videos? Oh, no. Well, I'm
Weirdly
glad you saw
obsessed
the
with
like.
IQ. Uh-oh. In
Oh,
case
yeah.
you were wondering,
This is his IQ score. He has pinned to the top of his Twitter.
your IQ score is 141. So this guy got a 141 IQ score. Wow, that's really impressive. Honestly, I would have expected a better video.
Dude. You ignored everything he presented to you in this video. Nice try.
I mean, really, after all this, this is
True.
sad.
Yeah. GB Reviews can only post on Twitter to pay his rent. Yeah, you're right, Jeff.
Honestly, this is a stronger argument against what I said than his video is.
What?
Because
what? Are you kidding me? Holy crap, man. I know. The video wasn't bad, both. That's why it's not a good roast. The video owned him. Jesus Christ. Also, I love how he's following Alex Jones and fucking Kershay. Oh my god. Has anyone... Yeah, I don't know if... Well, I'd love to see Asmongold's IQ here.
how is it that a person that says they have 141 IQ can be this stupid?
No, he already has confirmed he's planning to answer this video sprue. I'm looking forward to it too. Like, even just in this stream here, I've shown it is not that hard at all to debunk this guy. Birdman did it in 10 minutes. The only reason this stream is longer is because Asmongold's video is longer.
This is actually a better argument than his entire video.
No, you fucking idiot.
Wow.
Holy
AI
shit.
helped him assign actual IQ. Who cares?
Oh my...
We're
what?
thinking about
Holy fuck, dude. I'd love to see your IQ test. Jesus Christ.
IQ about this random person who gives a shit. And so anyway, notice...
Shows he's smarter than you? Maybe that's why you should give a shit.
Oh, we aren't talking about this at all. You want to take
the video already did that. Not even just the IQ test. The video did.
Ethnic group in America brutalized and enslaved too again. This
you
is
get
right.
nothing. You lose. Exactly. That's what I feel watching his video, Jeff.
Hey guys, which ethnic group right now? Like, this is what I think is funny.
He fell for it. He did, Luna.
Which ethnic group right now has slavery? Which Western country has slavery now?
Dude. Every country technically has slavery right now. It's illegal in most countries, in every country technically, actually. But it still happens. The United States still has child slaves. Because guess what? People are still bad. There are still people who are going to break the law and enslave children for their own personal gain. What do you think, dude? Bruh, I love how he looked right at the camera. He thought that was a point against Birdman as well. And me. It's like, oh, look, what Western country has slavery? All of them?
None of them. How many
What?
African countries?
Dude! Oh my god! None of them? Ugh! Holy fucking shit, dude! As soon as something is illegal, nobody does it. That's his logic there, apparently. Oh my god. Welcome in, Nicholas Klaus.
Come on.
None? I know, right? He thinks none of these countries have slaves. You fucking idiot. They do.
Doing. This is so obvious.
You just put a fresh paint over, fresh layer of paint over Western slavery. You sure did.
I think, didn't they build that nice thing in Qatar? Was it Qatar? Whenever they built that hole, that I think, yeah, of course, yeah, they do have this. Wait, and this is the same guy that just got done making the argument about these kids.
And we watched 49 minutes of Asmongold running from responding. That's exactly what this was. Throughout the entirety of this video, he does not provide anything at all that even remotely combats what Birdman is saying here, because he knows he can't. He knows he can't do that. He knows he's providing real history and actual facts to him. He knows he cannot stick a knife in that at all.
state of child labor in the cobalt mines in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So
yeah, so just like every Asmon video, exactly. CS.
Do you think these kids want to do this?
Yeah, what about the Arabs?
They don't want to do this.
My brain is gone.
Use this argument. This person does not believe that you can be racist against white people. That's why he openly hates white people. Yet he's the one that's able to call anybody racist.
What? Birdman likes me and Anthony, dude. We're white people. He doesn't like shitty people who are grifters, and I don't either. Oh my god, dude.
This guy's just an idiot. I think we're going to have to focus on him more. Like, now that I'm seeing
Focus on him more? Oh, that's interesting, actually. He knows that Birdman has a point. And he knows that if he keeps doing videos like that, right, exposing the grift, and if I keep hunting grizzly bears, that's gonna eventually take him down. Because anyone with any semblance of intelligence can see this is all bullshit. Holy shit, dude. This makes me want to keep doing what I do more.
To make more
content. Yeah, you're the idiot. Exactly, Walkup.
About this individual.
He's going to, oh yeah, he's going to war. Whoa. Oh no, Birdman's really in trouble with the Roach King here.
This is going to
Can't even figure out the differences between a median and an average. Noah's going to war back. I have been for a long time on YouTube, both. I'm taking the war to Twitch now. So I'm tired of these people.
Gift that keeps on giving. Oh my god. Technically, Americans bought slaves. The slaves were enslaved by African kingdoms. Yeah, like...
Honorman Emperor versus Roach King. I'm happy to do so. That's a battle for the ages. Yes, it is. Focus on a more cool Asmon. Yeah, wow, cool.
Come
nice,
over to
cool
Africa
story, bro.
With a lasso and round up all of the people that we used as slaves. We didn't do that. They sold us the slaves because they had enslaved them when we got there.
No! What the fuck? Holy shit! He's literally rewriting history here. He's like, oh, slavery already existed in Africa when we got there. No! The white settlers came in and enslaved them, you idiot! Well, yes, but actually, no. Exactly. They accentuated that for sure. Does he even know that's what I was bringing up earlier? Like, slavery still exists in the United States. Sexual slavery. But he doesn't want to admit that. Oh my god. Get man-carrying thing? Yeah, we need more people debunking these folks. I'm serious, Noah. I should ask to collab with them at some point. I still gotta collab with Birdman. I've collabed with Anthony a bit and Eric debunks. I need to have Niara on a stream at some point. I have her added on Discord. I need to have Niara on a stream at some point. It'd be fun to talk to her.
That's the reason. Duh. This is crazy. Some of these people don't understand. In a room of 100 people, 2 wear red shirts, 98 wear white. 1 of the red shirts steal, 30 blue shirts steal. Per capita, the red shirts have a 50% crime rate. Blue has a 31% crime rate. Oh my god. Like this, the sample size is 30. Of course.
What? What? How does that disprove what Birdman is saying there, you fucking idiot?
Yes, wow.
He gave that as an example. Oh my god. Is it legalized slavery? No, it isn't. But the thing is, he's being disingenuous to EO. He's saying slavery doesn't exist in the Western world, when it does. He just doesn't want to admit it. There was slavery in Africa, undeniably. Yes, exactly. Thank you both for saying that the transatlantic slave trade exacerbated it. It made it worse. It accentuated it. So, Asmongold doesn't want to admit that. Pretty convenient he's leaving that out there. It got worse because of white people. He's been doing that a lot since he last streamed here.
You don't understand what per capita is used for. Only absolute numbers matter for law enforcement. Only absolute numbers matter for law enforcement.
Oh my god. What? Why is that? That's true, dude. What are you? How is that even? He's trying to act like that's stupid, but no, that's true. You should be looking for absolute numbers there. You want real data. What? Why is he acting like that's stupid? Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my god.
Like,
yeah, he's also...
Oh my god! He sounds like constipated too. Fuck, dude. Lay off the KFC and Dr. Pepper. Better yet, what about all the stories about the sweatshops? Yeah, that too. Thank you, Eraser, for the $5. Yep, that too. Exactly. He doesn't want to admit that either.
Melting down in his own comment section? Wait, what? He's crashing out in his own comment. Is this true?
I love how these guys always use crashing out as a terminology when the ones who usually crash out are them because they know they're wrong.
The Roach King literally reacting to the video. Video's barreling up for an hour. He's that starved for content, and of course his weirdo audience has attempted to come here, brigade the video, and leave downvotes. They're saying what they're doing. Unfortunately for them, they won't be able to comment here. Yeah, you can. I can comment. It's not even a big deal. So, yeah.
He was about to write a comment. Fucking Asmongold. What a loser.
I mean, what is this? Yeah, you obviously can. You can comment. You can't shut... You have to... You can't...
He's intentionally leading his audience on here. Holy shit. He's just... Jesus Christ. Weirdo audience. Is that Kino Flex in his chat there? The weirdo audience thing? And he... It says... I don't know if it says Nolex or Kinoflex. Weird. I'm laughing so hard. Same, Geothermal. Thank you for the $2. Zombie. Thank you for the $5. Fun fact, Asmon's fans harassed me for weeks for making fun of them on YouTube drama being banned from the Dragon Age subreddit over Veilguard. That's exactly what these guys do. When they are criticized, even slightly, they will send their audience to go ahead and harass and brigade and downvote anyone who has a real critique against them. And he even said, right? He's like, hey, we should look at this guy some more. Fucking loser. Loser-ass behavior here. This is unbelievable. The only one crashing out here is Asmongold by doing that. Fucking
down
pathetic.
Comments from everybody. You have to either turn off comments entirely, or you have to make it to where comments are on approval only. That's not how it works. Link the video. I'll link the video to you guys.
Oh my god. Well, there we go. Link the video. It looks, yeah, like, holy fuck, dude. He posted it so many times in his chat. He's like, go downvote this video.
The one I watched, right? He's individually deleting them. Wait a minute. So this guy's individually deleting comments after he got called out. Oh no.
You mean called out? What called out for what? What? Like, you making up that he's racist when he's not? Okay.
There's the video. Oh my god. So he's out there, bro. He's out there in the trenches fighting. No, delete it. Shut it down. No, guys. That's not it at all. And what a high IQ opinion. Yes. Oh my fucking god. This is ridiculous. He can't individually delete all our comments. Honestly, he's going to have to, right? And wow, I knew this day would come, that IQ is a load of nonsense and not indicative of intelligence in the slightest. Anybody who says this is a moron. If you told somebody that the person who...
that is a bold take from you, dude. We have proven on this stream that the only moron here is you. And you're willfully ignorant, too.
Has an IQ of 70,
Projection,
that person
exactly,
would be
Jeff.
fucking terrified, and they would come up with a reason to get out of the surgery. The idea that IQ doesn't matter will immediately stop the moment
Kaze, he was trying to say earlier that Birdman is a racist.
your life
Called
is
out
being
for
put
racism.
In the hands of a person with an IQ of 70. So this is so delusional. It's not true.
Wait, what? Tectone thinks Matt Walsh is correct? I should do a stream on that. Maybe that'll be the next stream.
At all. Everybody knows it's not true. You're just a moron. And I had to update my own will. Yeah, I guess so. They won't admit it. No, they won't. Who is this person? Birdman. What does he do? He complains about racism. So let me get this straight. So he complains about...
He does not complain about... acting like he only complains about racism. Dude, he debunks, like myself, he goes in, debunks people that are intentionally trying to sell you a narrative. Acting like he just complains about racism is unbelievable.
Racism, and he makes videos...
That was Kino in his chat? Okay, yeah, thank you, Plague. Bruh! Oh my god, Kino Flex just gets worse and worse.
videos about Charlie Kirk, and then he goes on Twitter and he's just profoundly racist towards white people, and he crashes out and complains about them. Oh my God. This isn't a 60, not offending anybody. Per capita is used to figure things out like resource allocation. Right, literally does not matter to law enforcement agencies. That's the entire context of the crime. Retard supremacists latched on to a NAR argument. This person thinks per capita doesn't matter. Oh my God. Wow.
Dude, he's showing how that is an incredibly skewed way to look at that.
And what is this?
And how it's often utilized by people who want to act like it's only black people who commit crimes. He's showing why that is often a tactic those people use.
How much IQ did your mom have when you smoked cigarette? This is another one. Smoked a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. Explain why per capita matters so much then, Asmon. What both said there on Twitch chat.
So you have somebody, you're trying to insult me or be rude to me or something like this.
I saw that. Yeah, wait a minute. Kino thinks that Asmon humiliated Birdman. Dude, come on. Come on. I mean, Noah isn't a white person because he's an otter, silly. Yeah, exactly, Tim.
Thing is that she even admitted that. She said as they were carrying her out of her room, the EMS was carrying her out, she says, I'm stupid, I'm such an asshole. She even agreed with you. She said it was stupid herself. Like, what do you mean? Like, everybody's on the same page with this. It was dumb as hell. Like, duh. It's not even true.
I love how when she says, duh, in this stream. Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, what a disgusting chatter. Well, people like this love to escalate things to the emotional attacks, attacking your dead family members, everything like that.
No, that's not what he did in that video. He gave you very specific examples of why where scientific racism started, how that guy admitted he was a scientific racist, and why what you said stems from that ideology and is racist. There was no emotional anything there. Just facts.
The reason why they do that is because they don't have anything else. There's nothing that it has any basis at all.
Oh, Kinoflex is a dude who shills for Critical Drinker and people like that, Mark.
And that's it. Guys just clout chasing. Look at all the tweets. They have minimal engagement. Well, of course they do. He's a moron.
What?
But anyway.
Clout chasing? He's giving you the facts, you idiot.
It doesn't matter to me. I like this. You think I'm some leftist that's going to be shocked at these images? Oh, God.
It's also funny, yeah, because Birdman isn't... He describes himself as apolitical. I would say he's more like a... Well, I don't want to speak for him, but a lot of his, his behavior falls more under, like, the progressive kind of mentality, right? Which I would probably say I'm a progressive as well by that definition. I would say that's kind of me. It's kind of like... Someone like Eric, describes himself as a progressive as well. More like that. I love how everyone always tries to label Birdman as like a leftist, right? When it's just... It's more the progressive mentality, which, is the non-racist mentality. Like, just being a good person.
U.S. social assistance recipients. And
Kino got owned by Ant. Well, Kino didn't even talk in that stream. I watched that debate between him and Anthony. And Kino said nothing. It was Jan. He brought the other dude, Jan, in there to fight his battle for him. If Kino got on a stream with me, it would probably be the same thing. He actually reached out. I was like, if you want to get on a stream with me, dude, don't bring Jan. Like, speak for yourself. Fight your own battle.
People are white. Man.
Isn't left progressive? Yes. It does lean more there. Progressive is left-leaning, generally. Same with calling Walshy bearded idiot.
Imagine having such a profound...
You can clown on Asmon, yeah.
And tremendously...
I'm not even sure if Asmon graduated high school, Herb.
Massive misunderstanding of statistics and information. Like, really, 140 IQ, and you still don't understand per capita. But per capita doesn't matter.
Oh my fucking god, dude! He already pointed out why it doesn't matter, because people are using that as a catch-all. It's not that hard to figure out.
He does. It's very embarrassing to see people like this that are talking about this.
Templar. Yeah, Templar did show up to it. You know, I gotta give Templar a point there. At least he actually fought his own battle. It wasn't good. It was still dumb, and he was mostly talking over Anthony. So it was pretty pathetic and painful to listen to. But at least he came. At least he showed up and didn't bring someone else to do it.
And now he's upset. And again, he's upset that I reacted to his video. So he makes it.
He's not even upset. He thinks it's funny. He's using the Kek W emoji there, you fool.
Video about me. And then I react to it, and he's crying about it.
He's not even he's laughing about it. He thinks it's pathetic that you're doing this because it is pathetic. The fact you need your entire Asmongoon army to go in, dislike bomb this guy, just because he criticized you is pathetic.
Man. That's sad, isn't it? I'll read a few more comments.
Such projection. The only sad one here is you.
I want to look at some other stuff too. And so clearly that's what it is. Shouldn't the graph be the same as the population pie chart? It's so overrepresented. Yeah, of course, right? And absolutely. I don't think he doesn't understand. He's intentionally misunderstanding.
They're literally just describing Asmongold here. He is willfully ignorant. That's why I titled this stream the way I did on YouTube. Because that's what this is. It's willful ignorance.
Stupid, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's sad to see somebody come together and put this together because it's just so... None of this makes sense at all. Dude doesn't have an IQ test. Who cares whether he has a high IQ or not? Like,
I want to see your IQ still.
When you're looking at averages, that's what you're really talking about. Meme them until they cry. Bet he's here in chat. I bet he is too.
Okay. Looks like that's the end of that. Thank God. Holy shit. That was bad. But, since we did bring up Templar before, I do want to show that just briefly. I want to show the Templar stuff, you know? Always funny there. Nice try there, Nux. Well, also, fun fact, I ended up learning about this while making this video, but Nux Taku actually rated Tactical Templar, of all people, on Kick just the other day. That's right, Nux Taku is so much of a What'd you think about his, guys, think about his IQ, says someone on Twitch chat, 90? Lower than that. By far. Point that he's now rating other lolcows like Tactical Templar of all people, who, funny enough, is also another fake Christian and also another lolly enthusiast that I've debunked here on the channel. This is for the Twitch chat, by the way, if they don't know Templar. Person, and especially when he goons to lolly VTubers on Twitch without really trying to hide it at all from his audience like he did in this clip here.
Bro.
Yeah, he saw like a lolly VTuber on Twitch, and there he is gooning to her. You can hear him moaning. He didn't even try to hide that. On stream, even.
Animal do you think I am? Don't hurt her. What? For playing the original. I'm not. I would not be me.
Yeah, he did it on stream, both. This guy, Tactical Templar, he's another anti-woke grifter that's a big fan of Tectone, a convicted rapist, by the way, and Asmongold. He shills for those guys a lot. But he was gooning on stream to a lolly VTuber. I wouldn't say got caught then, yeah. Oh no.
She doesn't stop talking.
Prolocution. Man, keep your pants on the internet, for real. The internet's forever.
I remember when Guitar Hero came out. That was awesome.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about, Tim. Yeah, he's gooning to a lolly VTuber.
Tactical Templar. Thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community.
That's his avatar, Jose. He's a fat Templar. He didn't even try to hide the moaning at all there. I also find it very funny that the girl he was talking to there only had 12 viewers, but didn't want to acknowledge Templar when he first came into the room there, since I'm pretty sure she knew what he was about and only waited till after he gifted subs to acknowledge him. Also, yeah, so the girl he was watching, the lolly VTuber, had 12 viewers. She didn't want to acknowledge him when he came in, and then after he gifted subs, she acknowledged him, because I think she probably knew he was a gross person and didn't want to acknowledge until, you know, he'd given her money. Smart. In fact, Templar is very obsessed with me for some reason, which I also find very funny.
This content creator is
Oh my
named
God.
Noah. They are a furry and they are a So ladies and gentlemen, as a content creator, there are many things that you have to get used to and comfortable with. Like the reality that if you put an opinion on the internet, there are going to be people that don't like it for one reason or another. And those people...
He is an incel, Cushion, but both. You have no idea. He is obsessed with me. All these clips are just him talking about me.
There are going to be people that don't like it for one reason or another. And those people are well within their right to make a video criticizing your video. That is the marketplace of ideas. And I'm all for that, and I completely support that. However, one thing that I don't think I will ever get used to is the sort of type of people that you will encounter. This is a YouTube channel called Utterly Noah. This is the avatar. This person uses Blue Sky. The red flags, they are already a building up.
Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky and I'm on Twitter. There we go.
Brothers, welcome to the channel. We're going to look at a bunch of furries.
It's Noah. Yeah, it's me. Why they keep calling Noah a furry when he's not? Which, yeah, like I personally don't identify as a furry. Like I like some furry media. I like Sly Cooper. I like Ratchet and Clank. Although I guess that's more sci-fi. I like, some Disney stuff too. But I think just because the avatar is a cartoon otter, which by the way was drawn by Deus Marionette, who go follow her. She is a very lovely person, and she's the artist. I shouted her out on Twitch. Actually, go check out the Twitch stream as well before I forget that, so you can see who I'm shouting at if we're on YouTube anyway. Yeah, go follow Deus. She actually did the PNGs I use on YouTube, and she did the avatar I use as my PFP as well. I'll send that there. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Go follow Deus. I just shouted her out there on YouTube. Gooning on Maine doesn't seem very Deus Volt to me. Nope. Definitely not. He's not a real Christian.
Took exception to a bit of content that I made.
His Templar is a fat... his avatar is a fat Templar. He has no business judging my Tron Otter.
This guy, Utterly Noah, is a furry. Either way,
what?
The video...
He still thinks I'm a furry.
Still going back up, and the sentiment has not changed. However, we have the perpetual lying from these people on the left, Utterly Noah, who is the furry in question.
He is so obsessed with me. Jesus Christ. And he's so angry about it. He was like, the perpetual lying.
This gay lisping
oh no. He thinks I'm gay too. That's right.
Go out and try to make some statement about, oh yes, I can see why it got deleted. It could be 100,000, 1 million Utterly Noahs
in denial.
making videos saying that no, these women are beautiful, there's nothing to see here. And the reality is that it wouldn't matter because no amount of propaganda
He wishes I was gay because he's in love? Probably. Oh no, being gay is so bad. Oh no. I know, right? According to Templar, apparently. Did he stop the avatar in streams because of this? I'd be fine. I mean, if I got like a full body like VTube model of the Twitch of the Tron Otter, I'd be down for that. I'll have to look into like funding that at some point.
See here, and the reality is that it wouldn't matter because no amount of propaganda in the world is going to compensate for what you're seeing on your screen. This is a video from a content creator named Utterly Noah.
Oh my god! Yep, you just can't let it go. Well. There we go. He only uses it on pre-recorded videos like the bronies do. Oh, wait, really? Oh, yeah, Camelot, send me that. I'd love to see you for sure. Definitely. Thank you very much. 1 million Utterly Noahs, yeah. You thought I was a gay furry at first, Garthanar? I could see the easy mistake there, for sure. You can't blame him, lol. You do look like a furry. I mean, yeah, using a Tron Otter PFP and stuff. I guess I'm like furry adjacent then. You should leave a comment on his video. Thanks for the multiple shoutouts. I'm not giving him that attention, Nicholas. This is all the attention he deserves. Oh, still very much a work in progress. Okay. I thought you were furry as well. Yeah, honorary furry. We are all gay for furries. That's Templar, apparently. No, you're good, Yosade. You're all good. No worries. Take a shot, he says, Utterly Noah. I know! Like, he name drops me so much. It's so funny. You can't get enough. There are straight furries. I've met some, David. When I was on Twitch fully, one of the first people I met on there was Curtailed Comic. Well, I'll give a shout out to, actually. They're pretty cool. They are a furry couple. Kurt, I'm not sure if they're still on Twitch or not, but they run a comic together that's based on their life. They're pretty cool. Go follow them. Otters are Satan's spawn, by the way. You take that back. Off topic, but imagine if Templar finds out there's 2 gay VTubers who are engaged, he'll have a general seethed session. He will. He will. Probably already has. Like, there's plenty of VTubers who are LGBT, but like one of the people I've had on my streams before, or on my videos, Deja Vu D. She's pansexual. We would not like that at all, for sure. Probably doesn't like Deanna. I'm sure not. I've had her on my videos before, though. I had her on the anime autism video, and the more recent one too, about autistic coded characters. We're also planning a stream together as well, so look forward to that. Although that will happen a lot later on, likely in April. So yeah, it'll be a bit. But we're planning a collab together. Apparently I live rent-free in his head. It's very funny. But yeah, all of that aside, it looks, I mean, not very hard to debunk, but it's pretty clear Asmongold has no idea what he's talking about when it comes to African history at all. He's just dismissing everything Birdman said in that video, which was unbelievable. And yeah, there we go. That's about it. That's about all I can say there, man. It's just very pathetic, very funny, but very bad. Hermione Granger as an otter as a Patronus. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah, I guess that's about it, though. That's about all I can say on that with Templar. Yeah. Well, with both Templar and with, with Asmongold. However, I think today's stream was pretty productive and pretty educational, which makes me very happy for sure. Very glad things worked out there. Absolutely. I'm going to also send the Twitch folks over to someone before I forget real fast. Let me send you over to Chinchillada's here, my good friend Booker. I think we will, let's see here. I'll start a raid for her there. On Twitch. I'm going to send over the Twitch folks first. Because, again, my main platform is YouTube. But I'm sending some folks over to someone I know on Twitch through the raid thing. There we go. Cool. Use auto raid in that chat there if you're there. And then I'm going to end things over on Twitch. Let me see if I can pull up my creator dashboard. Make sure I have that right, for sure. Multi-streaming is definitely difficult, but yeah. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Curtel Comic. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back on Twitch. Good to see you guys, by the way. Hope you've been well. Okay, let me type out my raid message here. Superb and valid friendo. Cool. Do not forget your worth. There. Copy that message there. If you're on Twitch anyway, copy that message. Go raid my good friend Booker. IRL friend, by the way. Met her before. So yeah, I'll be doing that. And then we're ending this stream over on Twitch there. Cool. Just got that taken care of. Nice. Nice, nice. Awesome. There we go. Cool. That's Booker for you. Okay, cool. Now I can go end the stream on Twitch, right? Awesome. Bingo. So what I'm using, by the way, for those wondering, this is Restream on OBS. But yeah, there we go. Cool. Awesome. Now I'm gonna end things here on YouTube as well. There's not anyone to raid on YouTube, so I'm just gonna end it here. But thank you all for an incredible stream. This is very fun. I will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day, for sure.